And with that, the Auroraverse returned when all needed them most. It is time for D&D. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream today. My name is SenseiSuplex, and today we have the likes of the Ascent, Psych, we have Descent into the Dunes, the new campaign coming at each and every single one of you guys as we're getting ready for the continuation of this soulbound chapter. With a new chapter, there is a new campaign title, and it's about to go down Charlie Brown. Hope you guys are freaking excited for today, and thank you also, special shout out to the likes of Play Nerd Allies for that big ol' host and big ol' raid from earlier. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, raiders. So for those of you guys who don't know me and what we do, basically I'm a professional dungeon master and I run a giant living persistent universe known as Project Aurora, where all of the games in the likes of this universe that I run, as well as other dungeon masters that they run, we all are playing in the same world and they can affect each other in a multitude of ways, big or small. So what can happen in this session may affect another session, and the session after that, and the session after that. On top of that, you guys get to get involved with the likes of the stream. You guys can affect the sessions by either giving out inspiration points, giving out health potions, and affecting the game again in a multiple ways. So it's a fun little time. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. Be sure to drop a follow onto the stream. We're trying to hit 2K followers before the end of the month, and maybe be able to do the 2K follower celebration. So go do it. Hit the button. Hit the button right now. Why haven't you hit the button? What? Hit the freaking button. All right. I guess I'll just have to play D&D to show you why you should hit the button. All right. Also, special shout out to everybody over on the YouTube side of things. You guys are freaking fantastic as well. Go check out the YouTube channel. Go like the video and then come back over here. As we're trying to get over, I think, 4,000 watch hours on that. We're getting close to 2,000 watch hours. So hey, go check that out when you can. All right, let's unmute and see what the players are talking about.
Specifically, and out of game I kind of know who that is, but
hello,
in game I don't really know.
My entire overlay just got bamboozled with emotes. I never even knew we had that many emotes on this stream. My god.
People,
where did that come from?
You.
What
people
the
love you.
fuck? Yo.
Where did that come from?
It was okay. So here's the thing. I installed a little doohickey device on the stream earlier because I brought back the little emote wall thing from Twitch, and I brought it on Stream Elements, but I didn't think it would take over the entire overlay when someone drops a follow. My god. So hey, if you want to take over my stream, just, drop that follow button. But thank you, Harrison, for that. Anyways, how's it going, everybody? How's it going, players? You guys ready to throw down with the Oni?
Let's go.
Hell,
We're gonna destroy him, smash him, absolutely annihilate him, round one. And if that doesn't happen, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, we're gonna smash him. Like, he's gonna wake up and not know where he is.
Oh man, wait a minute.
Be in my bed, but
Wait, what?
We heard what you said.
Oh my goodness. Emote explosions.
Oh,
I get why it did that, because it showed 400 emotes at the exact same time. I see we have made a grave mistake. We have made a very
it's not
very
500
grave mistake.
That happens.
I have changed that to a cool little 15 instead of 400. All right, there we go. So, with that being said, everybody's in Foundry. Also, Finn, Pete, you guys want me to put face cams on stream? While I'm over here.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okie dokie.
Sure.
All right, let me do that in the meantime. So, players, while we're doing this, how have you guys' weeks been? What'd you guys do over the week? Because I've talked to majority of you guys anyway since I've been back from vacation, but obviously we didn't have a session last week, so I'm just curious, what's been going on in your guys' lives?
Surgery.
I moved house.
Moved house?
Nice.
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 Oh, wait, where the freak is it? Ah! There it is.
He's gonna cry. He's gonna cry.
I might. There's Pete. Boom. With the light of God beside him.
No way.
Oh,
Special guest God. It's for another campaign. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's another campaign. I love money. All right. And then for those of you guys who don't know, that's Pete's character from Almost called it Tales of Seglasia. Atlas of Etheria. There we go.
Disgusting. Get it right next time.
I was gonna say, damn, that's kind of offensive to Matt over here. He's just like, Tales of Seglasia, disgusting. Jesus.
I've never played it. I don't even know what it's about.
And then I almost got it done. For some reason, your face cams got deleted, so I will copy and I will paste. And then this should fix it. Bam. And then Finn, you're right here. Wham. Hey, Finn. Wave to the people.
Hello.
Oop.
He's
There you
real.
go.
He's real.
He's a
No
real
way.
boy.
I knew it.
Giant
All
banana.
right, there we go. Okay, so if this is the case, if everybody's good to go, you know what time it is, everybody. It's time for a good old-fashioned D&D session of pain, misery, and lots of fun. Alrighty. So, if I could have each and every single one of you all gather around the table, and let me tell you all a Voden fable. To gather around for the tale of these survivors, for this, my friends, be the fable of a looming corruption, and this be the infamous tale of the descent into the dunes, and the legendary tale of the soul bound. Our tale will continue as we found our heroes exploring the harsh lands of the Forbidden Expanse, an unforgiving desert of unbearable heat. With our heroes looking to rest for the night, they seek to take care of certain tasks. From crafting ware for the desert to even having conversations. Things were good. Our Myconid warrior Ingots, for example, would even become earthbound, and upon doing so, for the first time in a long time, he was able to connect with an old member of his mushroom colony. An individual hailing from Jaded Dragon Valley, known as Philo. Claiming to know them since they were kids, he'd explained that a terrible tragedy occurred that take Ingot's memories and leave the world in a horrible state due to the Starry Ones. It explained that they could reconvene at this new and upcoming tournament on the island of Bione. Before more could be said, their connection was severed by an unknown entity, possibly being the corruption itself. Meanwhile, when this occurred, our reborn warlock and Myra would decide to look for resources in the Forbidden Expanse solo. Confident that she'd be okay, she'd venture out into the night. Through the endless expanse, however, her interest was piqued upon seeing a deadly Oni Yokai. Curiously, she'd investigate and pay the price as the corrupted yokai would subjugate her and demand the word Jade repeatedly. With that, Myra would try to lead him to the teleporter, where she figured this Jade could possibly be. But on the way there, Yoni would be led straight to her companions. Upon noticing she was in danger, a fight was about to occur between the Descent and the Oni Yokai. Your fate will be decided in Session 16 of Descent into the Dunes. With that, my friends, let's pick up exactly where we left off, and let's go to this map. Also, if you guys are redeeming any points or anything like that, I will look at that in just a moment. Let me focus on this for 2 seconds. Boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. Also, I updated the map a little bit to be slightly more accurate for what you guys have.
Ooh.
It's light. It's not too crazy. So, like, I changed a lot of the inch or the sort of circle where the oasis was, because you guys dug out a giant sort of hole, and then you also placed the leaves on top of it. So I got you guys a little bit of stuff to represent that. I also
That's sword nature.
yes you did. Isn't that a good little panda? Anyways,
Is that
you also would notice as their leaves
specifically
are
obvious in a desert?
Yeah, exactly. The leaves also for the little holes, they've been placed sporadically or whatever. They're transparent a little bit so you guys can actually see the ground. But that's also to let you guys know, like, hey, that is, a trap or whatever leading into a bunch of cactuses or cacti. All right. Make sure that we're all good. Oh, hey, guess what? Myra.
Hello.
You gain inspiration. Congratulations.
Ooh.
I'm gonna need
Okay.
Is this a pity inspiration? Hold on.
Ask your chaotic writer about that. Also,
My
goddamn.
friend.
What? Okay, hold on. I'm still getting you. It's been a while. Bear with me, guys. I'm still trying to get used to this freaking music stuff. Trying to find it. There we go.
There was music.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get Barbot to play more stuff. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. There we go. Cool. All right. So, as we return back to our heroes, you all are sort of, well, most of you, for this matter, are all hiding at this sort of edge of this small divot into the ground, a divot into the sands themselves. You guys have covered yourselves due to a little bit of, how you say, haphazard thinking and last-minute decision-making to cover yourselves in the likes of leaves, or even, for some of you, bury yourselves in the likes of the sand. Not too much, but enough to where you're a lot harder to gaze towards. With that, as you're sort of hiding out, waiting for the Oni to approach or walk by without noticing you, we look over towards another individual joining the crew, not knowing any of this, or not knowing what the heck is going on. So you're gonna have to explain this to them in just a minute. We look over towards Spike, as slowly emerging, kind of kneeling down to the ground. You notice as a hooded individual and Keeper Camino, with their sort of astral cloak, begins to sort of crouch down as much as they possibly can without giving your position. And unfurling the cloak, you'll see as another individual, a familiar one, and Spike, your Oculi Blood Hunter, begins to emerge. With that, you'll see as Keeper Camino whispering, but saying towards you all, this is, a bit of a predicament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might want to hear. You might want to explain to this one what's going on. Judging by this, you'll see as the Keeper themselves are going to kind of kind of like a cartoon, kind of like peer through the leaves a little bit, sort of rustle them and peek out for a brief moment, look around, and then cover them once again. You have a little bit of time, but not much. If there's something you need to say or convey to your companions, now would be the time.
Holy shit, it's so fucking hot here. Oh my god, and she's gonna start stripping layers.
Nice.
That's right.
Welcome
Spike
to
hasn't
the
been.
expanse.
That's right. Spike hasn't been in the desert yet. Oh shit!
Okay,
This is
yeah.
gonna be something.
Milo got taken. She's leading some sort of big fucker over this way. We got a bit of an ambush. We don't know what to do.
Right, so a usual day here. Glad I didn't miss anything.
We
Jeez.
need to find the crabs.
In fairness, we were doing really good.
We were doing really well. We were gonna build
Clearly. Yeah, clearly.
This one's not our fault.
Alright, look. I have an idea, but every one of you has to follow my lead to the letter. Nothing out of line, alright?
Let's hear it.
This might sound insane, but
I like
come
it.
out of the hole. I am the only one that it can see. I come up to it, I talk to it, I see what can be done. I rush out of there as fast as possible if something goes wrong, but you'll have the jump. I don't have much in the way of ambush material, but you lot do. If we can end this before it starts, then that's a win in my book.
Would you really be... With you going out there, That would really be a good idea, losing so much power in one hit if it decides to retaliate.
Say that again. Sorry, your mic is a bit muffled.
And if he decides to strike you down, what then? We have to save you as well.
I'm closer. I'm not in its grasp. And from the description Rokaz gave, it only has 2 hands. It can only grasp 2 of us. And even then, it wouldn't have any room to hold anyone else. Besides, I'm good at negotiating. I'm not a fighter. Once negotiations have settled, not much else.
I do have another item that might be able to help. Something I picked up a while ago, which is a potion. It can turn you invisible.
Rokaz,
Yes.
is there any way from what you saw, it could be similar to the Stonebird in that it could have true sight?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen one of them things before.
Shit.
And I mean, it was surrounded by that, aura shit. So, as far as I'm aware, yes, no, maybe so.
I have defensive spells. Don't worry.
Oh.
I might have a stupid idea, actually, to get her out of there. I can move pretty fast if I need to. I'm talking about expeditious retreat. And I also have this thing that I picked up a while ago, and I think it makes like a bunch of smoke. So maybe I could like get to her really quick, throw this thing, make a bunch of smoke, and then start running, and hopefully that'll distract it enough to get out of there.
I don't know anything that can see through smoke. That's a very good idea.
By any chance, when we were discerning what it was, could we tell that was the corruption?
Yeah, like when you're discerning like what this Oni thing is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able. Rokaz was able to know.
From what I remember, the Jeffs aren't very willing to cooperate with us. If anything, they are sworn rivals and would like the challenge to beat us down. Honestly, the preparations we have right now, if we get it to fall into one of the holes, Spike, you could quickly run, try and catch Myra before she falls in. I think, Ingot, you have a bead of fireball, is that right?
I have
Chuck
we
that-
have.
I can give
Chuck
it back
that
to
down there.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I can only be here for just one more second. I do want to provide a little bit of information, I guess you could say. You are all planning. This is going to be a very difficult fight. If you do decide to take it head on. Now, judging by this individual, it can be won by yourselves. Especially if you continue to plan tactically, like you're doing now. But help is advised to a degree. It's up to you on whether you'd choose to fight strong as a unit and prove yourselves, or you collapse internally, dying and being forgotten to this individual. Regardless of what you decide, whether you want to gather help from the soul-bound or you stand your ground alone and united, I wish you the best of luck. And I wish that you break the shackles on your souls.
What we could do, if we don't decide to fight it head on, Spike, you throw in the fog after you captured Myra from its grasp. When it's falling, that is. Everyone makes a quick retreat. Atlas, How were you on the sled? Did you get anything done, or?
Nah, yeah. I mean, you know he hasn't been able to get anything done because he started like 10 minutes ago.
We might be able to run, but I'm not sure how fast.
Well, I will say one last thing. As Keeper Camino is getting ready to vanish and disappear, as he mentioned contacting help from the other soulbound, two of you might understand, or actually maybe a couple of you guys will understand what possibly that could mean. When it comes to contacting people or other individuals, but regardless, you will see as Keeper Camino is going to slowly just start fading into the ground and into the sand, and leave you to your own devices. We'll bid you farewell and good luck, but it's all up to you now.
Out of character, be a real dick move to leave someone who called you pretty to die. Be a real dick move.
He called us a lot of things.
Alright. So, the plan. In A, B, C, D. I attempt negotiation. That doesn't work. We try to get it to approach closer. Falls in. Fog. We get Myra out of there. Just throw whatever we have at it. And run. Sound good?
I'm still not certain about it. It's an idea. Idea number B, I'm guessing, would be letting it stumble in on its own, and we take Myra, throw in the fog. That way we're not letting it have its first strike on you, or it won't be able to discern that it's a trap. If you're out here on your own, and with the Jeffs already knowing your face, we don't know if it can discern whether it knows you, and whether it'll be able to discern that you come with the group.
Zephyr, we don't have that element. There are footprints everywhere. And not just...
That's all right.
Well, I mean, we've been stepping in the sand for ages.
Yeah.
And they're north, south, east, and west. We've gone every different direction.
Yeah.
Man, these hyena footprints are looking
music
real
just
weird.
freaking Died. What the fuck?
Oh,
That was weird.
what's up?
That was. What the fuck? What's going on? I don't know what's going on.
It's Myra saying it's her turn.
What the fuck? I just got hacked and DDoSed. I don't know what just happened.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Alright, we're good though. We're good.
My main concern right now is it's a Jeffling. If it's a Jeffling, I don't think it's going to be able to talk sense and bargain.
There are followers of the Starry Ones who aren't totally taken over. There are some who are, and have abilities. And if we don't have to fight this thing, then we have to run that risk. At least, if it's only me up there, I'm the only one in danger, and I'm willing to run that risk.
I'm not gonna lie, we only got about 2 minutes. This thing is coming pretty fast.
You'll see his atlas will sort of
Leave
like
it up to a vote.
get down from looking, investigating.
So that's about the best plan that we have. Try to talk to it, but I don't know how much that's gonna work, and then ambush it and run.
I could try and talk to it.
Mm,
I am much more convincing than you. Maybe not in the brains and technical compartment, but between me and Myra, we're definitely the more versed in tongue.
Are you saying charisma?
Yeah.
Nabra has the same charisma as you.
Do you? How the fuck do you have the same
Yeah.
charisma?
Damn,
Yeah,
he's
we both have
actually.
charisma 16.
What's the
Mid-jack
persuasion?
thing.
Of persuasion, I'm pretty sure he also has proficiency in persuasion.
Goddamn, that was
He-
crack.
He doesn't have proficiency in persuasion, but everything else he does. Though, otherwise, still. I know how to show my belly. We can play
Okay.
dumb, play weak.
Then quick vote, because we are the group. Everyone, what's your vote? We have Navro talk to it and ambush if it goes south. We have wait until it falls into a hole, ambush it then, and decide what to do. Or the one that's a bit less of heart, which would be to hide from it and let it pass.
Yeah, but it's not just gonna pass, and it's already got Myra.
How would you know it's not going past?
I don't know, it's walking towards here?
Myra could have told that thing anything.
Yeah.
And considering the last time she did this, she brought it straight to us, the Stormbird.
Again, before we run out of time and so you can prepare. Votes.
You're gonna want to decide now. This thing's basically here.
We wait.
Alright, so
Okay,
vote.
roll cards.
Waiting.
I have a card up my sleeve. Just trust me on this one.
Well, never. You haven't led me wrong yet, ish. What's a little party without a bit of trust? I'll let you do what you need to do. That's my vote.
Thank you.
No offense, but I don't want you dying out there. So I'm going to vote stay. And I'm guessing you vote going out there.
Of course. What's life without a bit of a risk?
In that case, Atlas, Spike.
Hell no. Whatever her vote is, that's mine. She fucking killed my goddamn friend.
Yeah, sorry about that, by the way. I guess I got a little carried away. But
Like-
still, don't.
Your answer, please, before we run out of time.
I mean, look, Navro's a smart dude, and if he really thinks that he can talk his way out of this one, give it a try. I'll have your back, no matter what. If something happens, we'll be here.
Oh,
That's
real quick,
what's on you
Spike,
then.
you would have a long rest, by the way. Like your full reset.
Ooh.
I just realized because you were injured.
Okay, in that case, Nabro, do you want blessed?
That'd work.
Hey, who else?
Does he have his crossbow?
Give it to Rokas. How many can I cast bless on? I'm trying to remember.
Third level is 3 people. Second level is 4 people.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I can
Just
cast it
click
on
everyone
to
around
3
you.
because it was a thing, and I can cast it on to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll cast it on. It's just a case of, do I save the second level spell slots? I would say let's only use the first level. Do I save it for other stuff?
Oh, you got to make a
In that
decision now
case-
because the Oni is here.
Navro, Spike, and Rokaz.
Yep.
All right, Navro, Spike,
Well,
and
they've been
Rokaz.
talking. Did
Wait, what's this for? Sorry.
Bless.
I'm lagging a little bit.
Okay, thanks.
While they were strategizing, did I have time to talk to this thing?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. We're gonna get to that. I was just making sure that everybody has their chance.
Oh,
real quick.
okay.
Just before.
I had a
yeah,
plan before we started. That's why I was asking.
You're good.
Just before. Oh,
Awesome. That's
someone-
that's a
uh,
Terry bot. You're good.
He killed
Just
Terry
before
Bot.
I go out, Navro does look around at everyone and say, if something does happen out there, I want to say that I'm glad I got to know you people. You've changed me for the better. Alright?
Don't go saying words like that.
Yeah, you're not
Once
allowed to
you're
leave
back-
just yet.
Once we're back into some sort of calm, we're having a feast. I don't care if you don't eat. You're going to have a full stomach at the end.
Thank you, Sophia.
Go out there. Get in position. We have your back. Don't fall into the holes.
Now,
I
one question is,
assume
do I
you don't
go-
fall into the holes or whatever, because you planted the damn things.
No. Now, here's one question to the party. Do I go behind or in front of the holes?
I would say
Like where I am right
if
now.
you are going to be running, where would you want to run? That is something that you want to keep in mind. If things go south, what is your backup plan? Where are you going? You could hide
well-
behind this ridge so you have half cover. So maybe towards here so you can run.
The thing is, I'd have both movement and I'd have Misty Step. So
Well, here,
wherever
you
anywhere
what.
is.
I'll let you guys decide what you guys want to do for that. You can just talk it out, whatever, in the session chat, and then you can figure out exactly what you want to do. In the meantime, while that's all happening over here. Okay. Meanwhile, being strangled or at the process of being strangled, we return over towards Myra. Now, Myra, as you are being carried by the likes of the Oni. Now, granted, you guys aren't this close. This is just using this map for the time being, right?
Yeah.
But as you were walking through the likes of this sort of expanse and more, you see as the Oni begins to sort of lumber over and over, trudging through the sands, this sort of endless wasteland, trying to follow your direction and your lead to this strange teleporter to a Jaded Dragon Valley. With that, as it continues forth, you sort of are hanging there lifeless, trying to act like a little bit of a sort of a dead corpse using your reborn feature. With that, are you doing anything or are you saying anything to this Oni?
Yeah. We'll give directions. I'm gonna try and be a little persuasive because I remember calling my undead over.
They are on their way. I got something for that in a minute.
So, this teleporter is gonna require more than just us two. So I'm calling over some minions. They'll obey.
Calling over minions. Persuasion check,
They're
Mara.
lesser. Oh, I was gonna say they were lesser undead.
More so a persuasion check to be like, okay, sure, you're summoning minions, but are these minions gonna just stab me when they arrive? Is this your backup? 14? Not bad, not bad. Let's see what we got here.
I would never risk Jason.
You'll see as it looks over towards you, it stares directly into your sort of almost eyeless mask, similar towards it. For brief moments, it grits its teeth before sort of grunting and says, "Very well." And then continues trudging along over and over. Eventually, as you begin to get closer and closer towards the field, you notice as Drakal in its zombified state, as well as Jason, begin to emerge. You see as they're sort of sprinting, weapons in hand, before they begin to... Good.
I'm gonna send them a mental command, lower the fucking weapons.
Okay, very well. As they sort of arrive, weapons sort of sheathed or at least lowered, they'll begin to get closer and closer towards you all. And as they do, what do you command or tell them to do?
Have them kneel.
All right. As you see as Drakal and Jason simultaneously kneel before you, you notice as the Oni looks down towards them, look towards you, and then begins to continue on the likes of their journey. It's, from your passive insight, Myra, it's more of a thing of like, interesting. Maybe you're more powerful than I gave you credit for, but regardless, I don't care. But it is it's like a slight bit of respect, but not too much, you know? It's more acknowledgement. Yeah. With that, go ahead.
We could be good friends, you and I. Perhaps even help each other in taking this jade or whatever.
Jade. Join us. You hear as it responds.
Is that your will or its will?
It just responds, join.
Right. How do I word this? Can I look over and see how much of it, or how the fuck could I say this?
How much of it is corrupted?
Yeah, and how much of it looks like it's kind of resisting or is its own thing?
Good question. Myra, no, I mean, you're right beside it. You don't really need to make a perception check or investigation. You look over and it is interesting. Not all of the Oni is corrupted. It is not just completely coated in the astrolite, head to toe. It's bits and splotches of the astralness, kind of like an infectious disease spread about it. You notice as bits of it are washed over a portion of the mask, bits of it over the arm and the torso. It's interesting. Now, kind of similar to the art that I showed of Vitalia before, where you're not like fully taken over by it. It's just parts,
I have not seen that art.
That's fine. Here, I'll give you a quick little. Do I have it with me? No. For some reason I cannot find it. I don't know why. That's very weird.
If someone finds it, just post it in chat. I'll look at it later.
Yeah, but regardless, yes. If you were to guess, like on like percentage-wise on how much of the corruption is taken over, it's like 60-40 in favor of the corruption. And it's slowly increasing. You'd notice as it's like kind of spreading up amongst his body. A person like far away, they wouldn't be able to notice it, but considering you're only inches away, you can easily see it spreading.
You know, I can help you stop that if you want. If you truly wish to fight back against it.
Jade.
It'll keep you focused on your goal if you resist the call.
Persuasion check.
Roll well, please.
20. So, here's what this is. Alright, sick. So here's what happens. Myra, you, as you're saying this, trying to seed words of doubt into the Oni's mind, you notice as the individual begins to stop for a moment. Begin to look over towards you. And you notice as the grip amongst your neck begins to slowly loosen, ever so slightly. And you see as he's almost gets ready to sort of drop you down. However, as soon as he begins to say or begins to do this, you hear as he says, "Help." Before immediately you notice as bits of the corruption begins to start rapidly spreading even more. You notice as where his grip just loosened, it begins to tighten once more. As this begins to happen, though you're not needing to breathe, you do feel the sort of crushing nature of his massive hand. As you look over.
In reaction to see it rapidly, I think back to when it said, consume it. I wish to touch a spot where it is if I can reach it and use all my focus in an attempt to absorb it off of him, I guess you would say, or
Try
I
to
guess eat it.
Yeah, try to consume the corruption or something. Yeah, you don't really know necessarily how to do it, but in an act of desperation, let's see what could happen. Now, keep in mind, you're fucking around with the corruption, so it's fuck around and find out case and scenario. Alright. Myra, this is...
My heart is beating.
Alright, well, let's do this then. You try to place a hand on the likes of the corrupted sort of portions of this individual. As you do, try to focus all that you possibly can onto it, siphoning any bit of power that you can. Myra, make your highest saving throw. Let's see what happens if you do.
You got inspiration, remember?
Speaking of which,
I do?
Zephyr, you did have inspiration from earlier.
I got a 25.
Got a 25? Oh, this is about to be interesting. Oh, this is about to be interesting. So, Myra, here's what happens. As you begin to start siphoning a bit of the corruption, you notice as your fingertips begin to slowly start changing and shifting in color. You notice as from its bony nature, it begins to start getting tainted with the blue, purple, and pinkish auroran lights. As it seeps into little remains of your flesh that you have, you notice as there is a, for lack of a better term, there's a depository. There is a vat of massive amounts of astral nature in this individual. As you siphon just a little portion of it, you just hear kind of repeating in your mind, join, 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 join us, over and over again. But you see as bits of the Oni sort of corruption begins to fade, there's still a lot to it. Myra, you have a
mentally think real quick to it.
What do you think to it?
The voices calling join us. I think to it, be mine.
As you begin to do this, Myra, you have a choice. You can try to continue siphoning the corruption out of him. However, not entirely sure what's going to happen, and whether that's a good thing or whether the corruption is going to take you over. But
there's already not much of Myra there, and
you can certainly try to do this if you want. And
don't worry, it'll leak out my side.
Do you want to try to continue siphoning the corruption, or do you want to leave it as is and just quit while you're ahead? Choice is yours.
How does it react to when I say be mine first?
Depends on what it doesn't react much.
Okay.
I assume this is kind of like when you're siphoning, you're saying it at the same time.
I could try to continue. This is probably a bad idea, but I can't think of what I would honestly do in this situation, so I gotta, because I don't want others to die for my stupidity, but...
Oh, don't worry. I'll let you know if you can die. AK Cosmic Die. I have to let you know if you can Cosmic Die.
There was another out. Can I scare it out of him?
scared straight.
Boo, get the corruption out of you. Run away.
See like an entire corrupted thing running away, like, oh, I'm out of here.
No,
You're like one of those
you can't scare it out of it
evangelical
because
priests.
you remember that you tried to fear it earlier and it is immune to frightened.
Oh, it's immune, but the thing in it is that immune.
Yeah, you've tried it already. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure you tried scaring the corruption already.
I thought I did. Oh, fuck. Okay. I don't want others to die. I siphon harder.
Let's go. All right, Cowabunga
Cowabunga.
it is. Highest saving throw again, Myra. Come on, come on. We got some interesting stuff today.
I'm gonna have to
Want to use that inspiration? All right, re-roll. Come on, Myra.
Yeah, I want to use that inspiration.
Come on, come on.
Yeah.
We are skidding on thin ice. 20.
I'm gonna need more.
All right, so with a 20, that is the second one. As you begin to say, and what was the word that you or sentence you said earlier?
Be
Or
mine?
be mine. Yeah, yeah. As you begin to say be mine, you notice as more and more the corruption begins to start siphoning out of the Oni. At this point, you notice as where its hand was completely covered in the astral light, about half of it or 75% of it is slowly being almost converted over towards your arm itself. You notice as bits of your antlers are starting to sort of flicker, kind of like like a dead light bulb that would be like flickering on and off rapidly. It's kind of like that with your candles for a brief moment, and with each sort of flickering of a candle, it changes colors, not from like a normal sort of yellowish or orange flame, but to that of a bluish green flame. An Auroran flame, specifically.
I activate to absorb faster. I activate my form of dread.
Well, all I need is to say you only need one more check to try to siphon more, or as much as you possibly can out of this thing. Myra, one final saving throw.
Can I actually activate it, by the way?
Form of dread? I'll tell you what. It won't do much of anything, but you can do it quote unquote for flavor, and you get the use out of it. You know what I mean? So you won't actually lose form of dread, but for flavor, this is what you're doing.
Maybe if I do this right, good things happen. So, I activate my form of dread, turning into my more bestial form as I grip his arm with both of mine. My candles on my head, rather than the flickering, I have them go full burn with that light blue light as my eyes go burning with that blue light as well, as bright as it can be.
All right.
And I let out a bestial roar as I do it.
As you begin to do so, you can make your highest saving throw. Navro, Spike, Zephyr, Rokaz, Ingots. You all begin to overhear this sort of bestial scream just emerge. Now, for those of you who are sort of hiding in the likes of this sort of the leaves and more, you just hear this knowing that Navro just walked out. So that's kind of scary, but you have heard Myra do this sort of screech before, so you at least know it's her. You just don't know what's going on outside, right? Now,
I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat real quick.
Okay.
It lasts for 10 minutes. So.
Fair enough. And that's like a bonus action dash. What does that do again?
Let me pull it up again.
It's been a while since I've seen that spell.
Allows to move at an incredible place when you cast, and then as a bonus action on each of their turns, you can dash. So I can dash each one of my turns, basically as a bonus action for 10 minutes.
Hell yeah, might be important. We'll see. So
I am honestly horrified. On the plus side, my highest saving throw is the same as my intimidation. So.
Now, before you do that, here's the fun kicker. At this point, as Jason and Drakal, they've been walking with the likes of the Oni this entire time. Now, at this point, you guys are on the map. You see as you begin to approach, and now where you are just walking kind of directly towards them, right? What does this look like? What are you doing?
I am standing still, legs apart, hands resting on my staff as I am in my art, and I'm trying to look as confident as possible.
How's this sort of happening?
He can see us though, right?
Oh yeah. He sees all that's going on right over here.
I might need him.
So, as you notice as Jason and Drakal are just sort of walking, closer towards you, you notice as Myra is kind of sitting there lifeless. Make a perception check to see if you can notice her siphoning the corruption.
Perception. Nah, absolutely.
Nah, I'll be honest with you, Navra. You're trying to steal your resolve. You're trying to not show fear and trying to be as confident as possible, but you're more so worried of like, okay. I'd imagine, correct me if I'm wrong, that you're trying to think of, okay, if this scenario happens, then this is what I need to do. If this scenario happens, then this is what I can do, or whatever. Rather than
plans within plans within plans within plans.
Exactly.
He's not
rather
ready
than
for what's
focusing
about to
on
happen.
what Myra's doing.
I will say, Myra, trust something. Do your own thing, but I have a plan.
So that's more Pete saying that to Myra, or a little bit
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's a little late for that. It's a little late for that now, ain't it?
Don't worry about it. All right.
we love this.
Fine. Don't worry about it.
So I'll leave it up to the. This one's funnier. Nah, let's go with this. Let's do this one. All right, Myra. Roll your saving throw first. Let's do this, and then we'll go to Navro. 24.
24.
Right. I will keep that in mind.
Let's go, baby.
Navro, as this is happening, you notice as the Oni begins to look over towards you for a brief moment. It sort of retches in pain for only several seconds before it sort of stops, grunts, winces, and then begins to look towards you, Myra. Now, granted, there's still bits of corruption over it, but it says, another minion, as it questions towards Navro. Is this another one of your minions?
And it's looking at Myro as it's asking this.
Yes.
Yes, and no. It's a more powerful minion, making it a bit harder to control. Which is why it did not come when I called.
Honestly, deception check with advantage. Because honestly, to a degree, I probably believe I believe Myra genuinely believes that. To an extent.
He genuinely believes he is a pawn. Yes.
You have
with
advantage.
Thank the lords. That's just a base roll.
Oh,
not even better.
Oh, God damn!
It all goes to that saving throw. Thanks. It's
hey. So we'll see what happens in a minute. He'll look over towards you, Myra, but he's not. He's gonna be a little bit more defensive. He doesn't move for a moment. And he stands his ground where he is, looking towards you, Navro. With that, Navro, what do you say or do, my friend?
I've been expecting you.
Now, please take a seat.
Please take a seat. You were talking to a very young no.
I've been expecting you. Please, I've laid out the dinner table.
Now, before we start talking, do you have a name?
What's this intelligence? Jade.
As I suspected.
Is not his name.
That bellow in your stomach. That roar you have at the back of your throat. You're consumed by vengeance, aren't you?
Jade. As it says, a little bit more aggressive.
I walk a little bit closer. I too know how you feel. A revenant fueled only by 4 words. I'm not done yet. Oh, do I know the meaning of those words? And even if you can't express to me how you truly feel, no. There are few beings who understand you right now as I do.
You just see as it begins to start growling for a bit. Navro,
am I able to
make a. I could see you going for intimidation here. You can make an intimidation check. Not necessarily like kind of intimidating the Oni, but appealing to it in an intimidating fashion. You know what I mean?
Okay.
8. Oh boy.
I'm gonna.
Goddamn revenants.
I'm going to.
So right
I'm
now.
gonna add knowledge of a past life at least.
Okay. 12.
That is a 12.
So with a 12, here's what it'll get you. It's hearing you, but you're not sure whether it's listening. So the words are hitting, you know, it understands that you're saying stuff, but whether it's truly listening and understanding what you're getting at, you're not entirely sure with the 12. But
How
you might
physically
be
close am I to it? Is this
exactly
exactly where it is
exactly
on the map?
on the map.
Good. I approach slightly closer. Come closer to me. Look in my eyes. And I perk up the hat a bit, showing off the very unnatural eyes that Navro has. These are not the eyes of someone who gazes into the abyss and allows it to gaze back. You seek...
No, go ahead.
You seek people that could help with, but you just need to trust me. And that is a very big thing to ask in this day and age, in this place, in this era. But it is a valuable commodity. And if you have patience, if you have wherewithal, you will get what you want. Just come a little closer to me.
Another. This is more persuasion. Yeah, this is more persuasion. 13.
I'm gonna add knowledge.
Got it. 17.
17.
You'll see as the Oni begins to walk, it's not necessarily standing its ground, but beginning to, how you say, lurk closer towards you. You, with each step, begins to sort of shake the ground a little bit. As it wields Myra in one hand, it takes one, maybe 2 steps forward. Or it looks over towards you, and with its free hand, begins to sort of extend it for a moment. And this one is still, this one specifically, is still coated in the astral light, as he just says to you, "Join us."
Is
A little bit
Myron
close
able
there.
to talk?
Yeah, you're able to
And
talk.
I step a little bit. Oh,
Now is not the best time. I say, trying to emphasize what I'm doing right now.
not now.
I really emphasize what I'm trying to do
Join
by
me.
like literally
And
nodding my head.
And I clutch, and I'm gonna embody the mark.
Oh!
Shit.
It's time. Oh yeah, it's time. So, several things are happening. You're grabbing it, and you're doing that thing. Myra's doing this. Oh my god, they might actually be able to pull this shit off. Alright, here's what happens. So, Myra, you're siphoning bits of these sort of astral corruption from him, and as this is beginning ready to happen, Navra, you begin to grab over towards his head, correct?
Does it have to be his head, or
You
can
don't
it
have
be
to.
his
It
hand?
doesn't
Like
have- it
I'm
can be
doing
his
a,
hand.
like I'm doing a predator, you son of a bitch kind of thing.
You got it. So as you begin to grasp his sort of hand, you begin to feel as its strength begins to almost take over you as you begin to clasp it with as much strength that you can possibly muster. Now, though you lack physical strength, Navro, something else. Oh, it has all the strength in the world it needs. You notice as you begin to, you notice as your hand begins to start writhing in shadow, the same hand with the mark for a brief moment in time. As this begins to happen, you notice as this sort of black astral flames begin to form up your arm, up towards your neck, and then towards your eyes, before... I'm gonna need the Oni to make his highest saving throw. Oh
You
god.
better fucking roll low, or time's gonna have a problem with him. And before, just one thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I've, hold on, I'm gonna,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Are you DMing?
You know what we never
yeah, I'm
tested?
gaming.
I know this is dumb.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
handshakes with people
Interesting.
who don't have marks,
Interesting.
but handshaking them at the same time.
I'm getting to that part. But for right now, let's do this. That is a success.
Fucking, that's a success. Chronal shift.
Fuck. As this begins to happen, you grab his hand and you use your other free hand to begin to slam the staff down. You watch as all of time and reality begins to break, shattering towards your will as it rewrites itself. A new strength saving throw. Let's see if it's higher or if it's lower. It is lower. That is a failure. As this begins to happen, you notice as the entire Oni's form begins to slowly get taken over for a brief moment in time. And with that, oh boy. Navro. Darkness. You look over Myra and you see as the astral nature of him is kind of waning for this Oni. And with that, the corruption trait has been removed from his repertoire. The Oni can no longer suck or cause cosmic death. And with that, you notice as the Oni begins to just stop for a moment. He goes slack-jawed for a moment. He's still corrupted, but just can't do cosmic death. And as he begins to look up, eyes sort of with this strange black smoke going across him, coagulating around, as he awakens, Kabza, you awaken. And with that, the Oni begins to drop the likes of Myra for a moment. What do you two say or do?
I do kind of want to keep absorbing it.
I beckon to the Oni. Come closer to me. Come close to my face.
You see as he begins to do so for a moment, you notice, one thing that you do notice, he is actively fighting it. You're not sure how long or how much control you have over this thing. It is not a stable connection, but it is a connection at least.
Can we go into secrets chat?
Myra's gonna be here if you're okay with that.
I'm gonna be whispering.
Myra's literally like inches away from the Oni, to be fair.
Myra.
And he's like standing next to Drakal too.
Yeah.
Well, Drakal's a zombie.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh.
He has feelings though.
Myra.
Yeah, man.
Myra. Get away right now. I don't know.
He's fighting back. Inside against it. I think we can take it out of him.
Right now. He's at my beck and call. Go. And I look right at Myra. Now.
Something just happened.
Whatever, check your DMs.
Okay, I'll take my shit and walk away, though I feel like Oni ally would have been great. Oh wait!
Myra, do you walk away?
I was gonna walk towards the hole. And then... Ah, fuck, I gotta do it. Okay. I start walking away.
Yeah, that's fair. You don't know where it is. Oh man, I respect it. I do respect it. I appreciate that, Limbit. As you oh my god, it's all coming together now. So as this begins to occur, you look over, and Myra, you're just walking. You're walking. Make a dexterity saving throw, dude. Also, make it just a dexterity saving throw. I assume your minions are gonna stop. 18? That'll be a success, so you won't take as much damage, but as this begins to happen, you notice as you begin, where you're walking just begins to... You drop down and begin to fall directly onto your back as you crack into several cacti and more. as it begins to
Son
happen
of
and
a
occur. Oh man, that's gonna leave a mark. So you're gonna take half of 3d6 piercing damage. All right, so it's gonna be.
Fuck! Holy shit!
So you take 5 points of piercing damage.
Is it a Constitution saving throw? Why?
If you're concentrating on anything,
Form of dread, probably.
nah, that's not concentration. That would suck if it's
Familiars, I think.
concentration.
Wait, is my spider okay?
Yeah, your
He's in your
spider's
head.
fine. Yeah, he's fine.
Red Giant is
I
fine,
think
I
you're
love his name.
concentrating
I love
on Flock of Familiars. That's what it was.
Oh.
All right. So as
How
this
were they
begins to
doing?
happen and occur, now keep in mind, you guys have like spikes up for your rope causing it. You have no idea what's going on. You just hear, and you could probably imagine that someone fell through the goddamn trees or through the trap. Are you
Does
guys
it
reacting or
sound
doing
like an
anything?
entire Oni falling?
No, it sounds like a son of a bitch yelling.
I can see you imagine that. It sounds like Myra. It sounds like Myra.
Well,
God
mine
damn
was
it, keep your
3.
voice down.
Oh man.
Guys, you try and take a peek.
I'm whispering this, by the way.
Yeah, I assume.
Alright, hold on. I'll just kind of like climb up the side of the ridge and just like do like the crocodile thing and try to like poke like 2 of my eyes out.
Aw.
Make a stealth
There's
check.
3
followed
eyes
by-
that are just staring straight at sand right
Actually,
now.
no, not a stealth check. I didn't have them make a stealth check. So make a perception check.
Yeah.
I got something for him.
14. All right, here's what you get. So with a 14, you look around and you see, yeah, something fell through this thing. You could probably assume to be Myra. You notice as Jason and Nicole are standing there lifelessly. The Oni is the Oni, and he's only several feet away from you. And also, the fuck is this? You look over towards Navro and you see as his entire sort of arm is just sort of coated in this sort of strange black mixed with astral lighting and these kind of flames licking up his arms and chest right now. You also notice as he's sort of sitting in front of the Oni and nothing's happening right now. The Oni isn't like, turning him into paste. That's what you see, Rokaz, as you begin to dive back down. You look over towards your allies. Oh, go ahead, Myra.
Can I also say that he'd probably see Myra's bony hand reaching out of this goddamn pit and just see flames jutting out from her skull mask?
Probably.
Just rage.
Yeah, probably.
Alright. Couple things. Myra's pissed, but oh well.
Usual.
The Oni is still there, but fucking Navarro's turned into some kind of like shadow demon, so I don't know what the hell's going on over there.
Pretty accurate.
The Oni they're just kind of standing there, and the Oni hasn't killed him yet, so he's doing something.
Keep an eye.
Alright, I'm gonna go back crocodile.
Alright. As you begin to do so, you try to keep an eye on everything. If you're gonna want a constant sort of vision, make a stealth check. If you just want to take like peeks every now and again, then you're good. You don't have to do anything.
I think the safest option would be peaks every like 30 seconds, minute or so.
Okay. Alrighty. So while that's happening, Myra, you're climbing out. Navra, what are you saying you're doing? Or
I lean in real close to the Dream Slayer, and is it possible we can go into secrets chat?
yes. Do you want me to mute stream?
No, that's fine.
Hell yeah. Let's go! Alright, be right back. No music though. Actually. Aha. Barbot. Come with me. I take your music. I'll be right back. Fuck! Barbot! Oh wait, yeah,
Alright,
Barbot works. Boom.
You there, Sensei?
Yep. Hello?
Okay, cool. Alright, you can hear me?
Yep.
Perfect. With that, the wizard looks and stretches comfortably. It's been a while. Oh, but I'm glad to be back. Now listen here, Horn Boy. You're gonna do something for me. And once you're done, you're never gonna bother any of us ever again. You got that?
Jade.
Yeah. Jade. I kind of like caress his mask lightly with my fingers, in the way that a more seductive-looking person would do. But now's not what it was anymore. There's one over there you really want to go for. Purple eyes, big hammer. You don't touch a single one of them but her. Brutalize her, maim her, I don't give a shit. But you get the job done, and then you run to the fucking hills. Got that, big boy?
She'll join us.
Whatever. Now, you're gonna play it like I just told you something real good. You're gonna walk away, and then you're gonna big hit me. I fall to the floor, fight starts. You get her. You fucking kill her for me. Got that?
Join. And with that, you'll see as he begins to say it one more time with a bit of a sort of guttural presence for a moment. It begins to shake the entire environment as he begins to sort of holster the likes of the Nodachi blade and begins to grab for the massive kanabo amongst his back. He wields it, he grips it, and you see as it begins to coat with a bit of an astral light. And with that,
don't kill her and all her spirits. Fuck her. Alright? I don't need that business here.
and with that, you see as the Oni begins to wait for your next command. And with that, Navro, go to the session chat.
Alright.
Oh dear lord.
That.
Why not?
It will. I
Or a
mean,
little bit of arts and crafts.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
everything's
just a
happy,
couple
everything's cool,
staples and
everything's
pit duct
fun.
tape.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's real great.
I
Hey,
can't
Sensei.
believe that the Dream Slayer also loves croquet. It's crazy.
And with that, oh, Navro, don't forget Cam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it, yeah.
Can't miss my ugly mug.
Oh boy, I love chat.
Hey,
Ah,
you're
shush.
cute as fuck.
I'll ask you later.
Yeah, real quick one bit.
Nah, I'll ask you later. It's a question for later. I gotta write it down though.
Okay. With that, Navro, what do you do next? Oh, you couldn't hear me. Navro, what do you do next?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I was just putting them on. Give him a good nod. And usher him away.
All right.
What?
You'll see as he begins to grab the likes of the kanabo, and you see as he begins to slowly course with an astral light before he begins to start lumbering. Off into the expanse for a moment.
And then
You'll see as, make sure I got this right. Now you wanted him to go this way, right? Or the other way? Make sure I got that. Gotcha. Typey. Secrets. Gotcha. So as he begins to slowly start walking out towards this sort of direction for a brief moment, you'll notice as the Oni begins to sort of vanish amongst the desert. As she begins to look around, now Rokaj, you're able to witness this. Myra, you as well. You wonder, where the hell is the Oni? Where did he go? Did Navra do it? Before a brief moment in time, Rokaz, with your perception check from earlier, you notice as there's something moving, there's something shifting behind the likes of Navro. And you'll notice as a big, massive individual, similar to the Oni sort of shape and size, almost shadowy in nature, begins to immediately appear behind him. And with that, he's going to take a big ol' swing towards you, Navro, and let's see what's gonna happen. All right. Oh boy, he's going to do so with advantage, and this is what he's gonna do. Just kind of bow strike. 21 to hit, 16 points of damage. And as this begins to happen, you see as you are immediately cracked across the head as you drop down onto the ground for a brief moment. And as you begin to sort of lay there for a moment almost, you notice as a strange sort of almost astral light and liquid is sort of on the ground before you. Rokaj, you look to see the Oni is struck. What do?
Shit. No. Okay, we're fighting now.
Okay. Yeah,
After I
no,
get it out of... Is it actively attacking?
It is actively attacking as far as you are aware.
Is it just a shadow?
It seemed like a shadow for a moment. Whatever it is, it just fucking smacked the shit out of Navro.
Is this all, out of character, is this all according to plan?
You know. Well, if there's
Navro's plans can only go so far.
Well, if no one else is doing anything,
all right. So I'll just walk towards it.
Well, we'll get to that.
Actively with hands up.
We'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute. As the descent, your souls are shackled, and the time for battle is now. Everybody, it's time to roll initiative, but before we do that, oh boy, it's time to go over some traits. Alrighty, let me add you guys all to the initiative sort of thing. Boop, 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 boop. Alright. Alrighty, do.
I'm so confused. Did it actually leave?
You don't fucking know.
It
walked to the desert, vanished, and then a shadowy figure appeared, the shape and size of the Oni, and smacked the shit out of Navro. That's what you saw.
Oh, like he did with me.
Alright. So, let me... Oh boy, we got some fun music for today. Hope you guys are ready. Maybe it will, not fuck up like last time. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. You're gonna want to look over your character sheets and everything in the meantime, trust me.
There's no Dream Slayer art, by the way.
What?
On the big bar at the top thing.
What do you mean?
Are you getting the initiative bar, or?
Yeah, the initiative bar. It just gives me a bad PNG thing.
Oh, don't worry about that for now. Alright, sure. Copy. Alright, Bardbot, can you play the sick beat for me?
Drop the bass.
Oh boy, I heard you like Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Not that
Blasphemy.
one. Stop. And then play. Yeah, accurate. Alright, so, welcome to this individual's domain. Here's what happens. So, as you guys are looking over and around, we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute, actually. Well, we'll go over the traits for this fight first. I'll make this pretty simple and straightforward, so we don't get any confusion. Alright. Here are the traits for this fight. I will list them all off first, and then I'm going to explain what each and every single one of them does. Make sense? Alright. Also, I will say, because I know this song, it's gonna get loud very fast at like around the 2-minute mark. I will promise you that. Be ready to adjust it. All right.
I gotta write this down real quick. I have a question after you're done.
Okay. All right. Traits are this: Valor and Victory. This is the second time this trait has debuted in the Auroraverse. I'll explain what that is in a minute. Oh, no, that one. Combo. The next one is Tactician. The next one is Maiming. Echo Call. Martial Adept. Legendary Lair. And Auroraverse. Those are the traits for this fight. Let me explain what each and every one of them do. Valor and Victory is this one. Since there are multiple worshippers of God or gods in this party, you can do or activate this specific trait. Upon activating it, you give the Oni the Ruthless trait, as well as significantly increase the difficulty of this fight. Well, why the hell would you ever want to do that, SenseiSuplex? Well, let me explain. If you give this Oni the Ruthless trait, which means that he will strike you while you are unconscious to intentionally try to kill you. He will not just walk over your body, your unconscious bleeding out body. He will actively murder you. Then, what will happen if you guys actually win said fight? All of you who worship gods gain the next level of piety for your individual gods. AKA, if you were a devotee of Karanos, you go to a Votary or whatever the next thing is for you. Now, for those who don't worship a god, one of the following will happen. Either A, your mark upon your hand will manifest, or B, you will gain a significant memory to a major part of your backstory, or C, both happen. It is my choice. That is what Valor and Victory means. Now, does that make any sense, or are people confused? And I can re-explain it.
You could, if you could you send it into the Descent chat?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay, I was writing about. Okay. Yeah.
Let me do that.
That's fair.
It's like I don't want to write this shit. All right, here you go. So that's what Valor and Victory is. Okay, next up is Combo. This is the one that actually you guys haven't dealt with this one yet before, but some of you guys have in other campaigns. Combo is this: the Oni has multiple abilities that can be comboed among one another. That said, sealing an ability essential to said combo may make another ability of the Onis completely useless. It's very, very important for this fight that you figure out which abilities that you need to seal them, so then you can seal multiple at a time. Now that one's a little bit confusing, but does that make sense, or do I need to re-explain it a little bit better?
Taking out the brick in the wall, basically.
Yeah, imagine like you're hitting, I don't know, you're breaking like a Jenga tower down or whatever, right? But you're pulling the blocks from the very bottom, so then nothing else works. You know what I mean? Hitting it at the base of the structure, so nothing else functions, and the whole tower comes crashing
water
down.
on the X button.
Sure, that's a way to look at it. All right, that is what combo means. Multiple initiative. It's pretty simple and straightforward. The Oni has a total of 3 initiatives. Each initiative has different abilities and things that he can only use on said initiative. All right, the next thing is this: Tactician. You may have 1 minute each round to discuss tactics, and you also will have only 2 minutes to complete your turns before it is skipped. Obviously, like before, if anything happens tech-wise, or you made a mistake, yada yada yada, then I'll pause the timer. You don't have to worry about that. But you ultimately have 2 minutes to, complete your turns, and you have plenty of time to prepare for it. So you should be, have more. You should have more than enough time, because this is more time than the Stormbird fight. All right. Any questions so far about the traits before I go to the last couple?
I think they're all stuff we've kind of dealt with before. So
Sick. All right, the next one is maiming. You guys know what maiming is, but basically it means the Oni can choose to not knock you down unconscious, but it can instead choose to take your arm or your leg or your eye, depending on whatever depending on the degree of how much he maims you. I don't need to go too far into that. You guys have already dealt with that before. Echo call is this. Yeah, you guys are loving the drums, right? You guys can thank Nofter for that one.
Thank you, Nopter.
But yeah, Echo call is this. You may summon forth an inactive echo to provide a boon to either yourself or your entire party, depending on what echo it is. Meaning, let's say this. Let's say in Project Aurora you played in a one-shot, or you maybe played in a campaign, and that campaign is well done, and that character's retired, gone, or even dead. You know, who knows? You can do what's called an echo call, and you can gain a boon based off of that character's backstory, their race, their class, or whatever it may be to aid you in this fight. For example, we had about a year or two ago, someone had a level 15 barbarian that was a part of the Auroraverse for a very, very long time. They used an echo call, and everybody gained the benefits of rage because they were they had a higher presence, and they accomplished more in the likes of the Auroraverse. However, an echo that you maybe played in a one shot, or you maybe played for 10 minutes, you might give yourself inspiration at the most, or whatever, right? It depends on who they were, what they did, and what type of, or how big of a mark they left on the Auroraverse. Make sense?
And does this kill the echo, or is it harmless?
This does kill the echo. They are gone. That's why you can only do it on characters that are like completely retired or dead. You can do it on an active character, but you probably don't want to do that. Unless you're sadistic like Pete.
Question.
Sorry, Finn.
I got another question I'm writing down.
Go for it. Okay. Now you want to ask it now or later?
Yeah. What if, at one point during a one-shot, your character fought alongside someone who turned into a god later on, apparently?
Did that happen to your character?
Isn't Vitalia from the DMC one-shot, or is that a separate character?
She is. That doesn't affect you. That's her.
Okay.
Oh, that was
I
her.
don't know what happened to her after that, because I had Valthos.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
But nah,
I
it would
didn't
be,
know if that did anything.
Yeah, it just it wouldn't do anything to you. Again, it's just whatever your character accomplished in the likes of the Auroraverse. That's all.
Fought with a god.
True.
Alongside a god. There.
True.
Trend to the property.
Hopefully that counts for something. We'll see. All right.
Not gonna say.
Martial Adept is the next trait. This means that basically the Oni can only be clashed through martial means. No arcane clashes for this guy. You gotta hit him, and you gotta hit him with a big stick. Or shoot him with a bow, whatever you do. Alright. The Legendary Lair basically means on round 20, though the fight has changed significantly due to events that have transpired, on round 20, whenever or if stuff happens, he will be able to use a lair action. But I'll explain what that lair action is whenever that, or if that ever occurs.
He has lair action.
So this is round 20, not
Or not round 20, my bad. Initiative 20, my bad.
Oh, well. Yeah.
You guys have been here for a while,
really
guys.
long.
I was like, okay, great, we just have to kill this thing in less than a minute.
My bad. Alright. And this is the fun one. This is not really relevant to you guys. This is more relevant to all the people looking in the Twitch world. Alrighty. Everybody in chat, listen up. All you Twitch frogs out there, you're gonna want to listen to this new function. There's a new chat command called !heal. If you were to use this in this fight, a chat member can spawn a healing Oni spirit who delivers tea. If a player decides to walk over and drink said tea, free action, you don't have to use an action or bonus action, it's completely free. You just do it. Then, that player character gains advantage on their next attack roll or saving throw while also healing 1d8 plus 4. Now, the catch is, this command can only be done 3 times per phase. So there's a hint, there's multiple phases to this fight.
God damn it.
But, alright, I'll repeat that again, and it is !heal. That is what that is. Alright, anybody have any questions for this thing? Do I need to repeat anything at all, or are we good to go?
Did you paste that into the descent chat?
Sure
Is that
thing.
mine?
You're gonna have to, like, open original if that's okay.
Yep.
I had a question.
Go for it.
Did I get my spell slots back?
Um.
I was limp for that entire time we were walking.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll give it to you. Yeah, you take a short rest.
Yeah.
I'm feeling generous today. No, I'm kidding. Alright, for heal, how many points? It's the same amount of points for inspiration. Navra, you do get an inspiration point from Black Man Inc., aka Sean.
No way.
At least he
oh,
doesn't
I already
have
have
cosmic
inspiration.
Oh, give it to somebody else then.
Finn
Finn and... Finn has one. I think... Did Myra get one?
I used mine.
Yeah, you used
I'm
yours.
gonna give it to my buddy Rokar.
You got it.
Baby.
Alright.
Atlas. Atlas or Jason.
Alright, Limbit, what were your questions again?
The spell slot. I basically asked them, I think. There may have been a third one, but I probably forgot what it was.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, you guys have
Can
plenty
he
of
still
time.
cosmic kill?
No, you removed that trait when you siphoned out the corruption from him, or a significant amount of the corruption. Because you siphoned it, he can't do it anymore. So if he kills you, you don't cosmic die, you just die.
You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you, actually.
Yay.
I want to save my wife.
I want to save my wife. Oh god.
Myra noises.
Myra noises. All right. Well,
Cosmic guys, why are we saving this lady?
I don't hear any other sort of questions. So, let's get into the top part of this. Who are you guys going to designate as your intuition check makers? You get to choose 2, as usual.
What is intuition checks again?
That's martial checks, if you remember that. That's the thing
We
where...
look at him and we go, he has pack tactics. No way.
Well,
Let's look at
yeah.
that.
But like, what is the role I meant? Sorry.
It is wisdom or intelligence is based off of your character. For you, Myra, I'm pretty sure it's wisdom.
Okay, throw that out the
What
window.
Rokas' wisdom or intelligence again?
Wisdom for Roka's.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it? I think it's good, right?
Oh yeah,
Really good.
Ranger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but I guess Navro and Rokas.
That works.
Yep.
All right. So be it. So you guys don't make intuition checks the first round. You make it the second round, if you guys remember. But you get to you get to discuss tactics for 1 minute. Afterwards, well, before we get to tactics, everybody roll for initiative. Let's get this going.
I'm gonna
always
roll
roll
3.
so low, but then Navro has such a high initiative like modifier that like
Damn it.
he ends up. It's like you know, you get it like halfway through.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. You can ignore these in the top left of your screen. These are just for the sake of initiative. Alright,
Oh god, there's 3 more of them!
Yeet. Bringing back
shit.
memories.
Sierra's lair action.
Always later action. No,
Can we discuss tactics?
yeah, you guys can discuss tactics while I'm getting this set up.
Ingot, grab Jason on the ballista.
Oh yeah. Where is the Oni's going to go? Because that's going to impact a lot. Because one thing that I could do is use command. I forgot the word for
Prone.
it. Approach and have it fall into the hole, which might help a little bit. It's 3 damage.
Too bad no one has move Earth.
Wait.
No, I don't think so.
Wait,
I
if
don't
you can
have
make
a
it, if you can make it prone, wouldn't I get advantage if I was to throw spike at it?
You would?
You'd have advantage on all attack rolls, I think.
He would only have to spend half his movement, and he can just teleport. So
Can he? By the way, what is this thing?
The Noni
It's a really good question.
What is this thing?
I'm
Are you
not
asking like
sure
the
if
monster
I'm
type? You have no
talking-
idea. You
No,
can
I
make
was
an
like-
intuition check to axe though.
I'm going to get some sort of assassin, especially seeing as it has multiple turns. It's fast-paced and strong.
It's like the form of the Oni, right? But it's the shadow form, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we saw the Oni leave.
All right, there we go.
Now
I'm good
there's
for
a shadow
initiative now.
Oni.
I think it
Throw
would
torches at it. Can't survive in the light.
Die,
Season
monster, you
opener.
don't belong in
Yes, that
this
is
world.
correct. Dread. All right. About 20 more seconds for tactics.
I'm gonna be killed by my own creation. Wonderful. I regret having helped you design this monster.
Did you?
Okay.
So do we try to bring him into the holes, or we go for it?
It's going to have wind stance before there. We don't want it dying. We don't want Navarro dying straight away. Whether that would be
I have
tactical
ways
or-
to like get it to super not, because I have mirror image, right? I'm fine, really, and I can
Same.
disengage. I'd rather just use my actions to just get as far away as possible. I have Misty Step too. For getting out of there, I'm good.
Even with the
Okay.
expeditious retreat, I can't get to it right away.
Does
So, do
anyone
I-
have ranged options?
Ingot.
I have poison spray, but it's fucking dog shit.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
Uh,
We just need
Ingot-
Ingot and Jason to team
Yeah.
up.
You go there to let Jason put it on that because they do fucking amazing damage. Rokaz, you get into somewhere with half cover or 3/4 cover. That is going to help you out a lot. I'm guessing you're sniper focused.
That is the plan.
Spike, for
Alright.
your first turn, if
Let's
you
do
want
this.
to prepare anything, something
That
above
is-
like concentration.
That is time, sadly. I am sorry. But we gotta get going. Alrighty, fellas. Let's do this. Let's do this. So, top of the round, who do we have? Also, Pete, did that make sense? What I sent? Alright.
Yep.
Dope. Let's do this. We got Ingot coming up first. Afterwards, we have Spike. Then third, we have Wind Stance. After Wind Stance, we have Atlas, Zephyr. Then Mountain Stance. Afterwards, we have Navarro, we have Myra, and then we have Water Stance with Rokaz finishing us up. Okay, let's do this. So, top of the round, Ingot, what would you like to do as you receive initiative? Now, to explain the sort of scenario towards you, you look around and you would notice as there is, well, you know, if you were to peek out, you would see the entire thing sort of happening. Navarro's on the ground as this massive individual or shadowy individual just slashed towards them, bludgeoning them over the head. What would you do?
Is there a way I can get to Jason? Like, I'm trying to tell where this pit kind of is, cause...
Yeah, the pit is based off of the line around, or unless you're talking
Yeah.
about another pit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can... Okay, I can walk around the pit to grab Jason.
I
might-
think there is another pit right here that just got set off.
Yeah, but he can see it, so he probably can skirt around it, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going based on the markers, I guess. And if... Assuming
Yeah.
Jason's like here, I'll try and skirt between the pits.
Okay, trying to skirt. I think you'd be like right a little bit, like right there. There you go.
Yeah.
And as you're, not for that one, Pete. It just does what it does. But for this sort of thing, Ingot, as you begin to sort of scrounge out, climbing from the pit and heading over towards the likes of Jason, you begin to try to pick him up. And are you like using your action, kind of like set him up or whatever, or are you just having him in your hand and then that's it? He'll do whatever he wants to do on his own turn. Your choice.
I was just gonna kind of dump him on the platform and leave him to it.
Alright, so if you just didn't do that, then it'll take Jason's action to get set up, or basically for the sort of the ballista shot, but you still have your own action if you want to do anything.
I might use my action to help him then.
Okay, so you're using his action. So that being said, you just sort of pick up Jason, you almost sort of reach over behind your neck and plop him directly into the pilot seat. As you do so, you ready yourself, grab your sword, and get prepared to fight the likes of this Oni. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty, next up we have Spike. Afterwards is gonna be Wind Stance. What you got for us, Spike?
So even with the speedy, I can't actually reach him. So, I'm gonna run over here. Right here, right across the pit. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I'll you'll see me run my hand on one of the spikes of on the hammer, and it gets a little bit of blood out. I'm gonna flick my hand and start tracing in the air a symbol. It's a kind of complicated symbol, and you see Dendar's serpent in there. You see the spikes of Nylia's symbol. You see what are the other ones that I put in there?
Probably Vitalia, I don't know. We're just getting
Yeah,
all the
Vitalia's
guys.
in there. I'll send you the picture.
Hell
after.
yeah. Oh shit,
but
you got
anyways,
a picture?
I
Oh
think-
fuck.
I started sketching it, but it's like a
Hell
shitty
yeah.
sketch, so I don't want to show it too much.
It's pretty good.
See.
I like it.
Where is it?
Put it up.
Where are we looking?
Well, I have to take a picture of it, so
Well, do it after your turn. How about that?
yeah, after my turn. Okay, so you see the symbol appear in the air. It's spinning. It's made with my own blood, and I push it
Shit.
forward, and you see it soar through the air and land on this creature's chest, and it sinks in and it sears as I use my brand of castigation for the first time.
Nice. So, as you get ready to do that, so you're gonna have to brand it. You're gonna need to swing on it to make sure to really get the damage and everything for it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So that being said, you ready yourself for your brand of castigation. You still have your action. You still have your bonus action because that is a free action. So what do you want to do?
Alright, so next thing that I want to do is use my bonus action to activate my... God, there's so many words.
So many. Welcome to Blood Hunter.
Too many words.
I haven't played her in a while. Activate my Crimson Right.
Yeah.
So again, I drag my arm on the barbed wire that's on my hammer, and you see my blood seeping into the spikes of the barbed wire, and it starts glowing green as Spike's getting ready for it, and pointing at the Oni over the hole. Come on and fight! We're gonna fucking end this!
And with that, as you see as the right of the putrid begins to start forming over your hammer and more, you have your actions still if you want to either, are you using the dodge action, are you dashing towards them, what are you doing, Spike?
So
Or you could
can I
ready an
basically
action.
use my action? Oh yeah, I guess I could. Because basically what I wanted to try to do is like attract it towards me and into the hole. So can I...
Oh, you're trying to taunt it? Yeah, you can do that. So
Yeah,
with this, you're going to want to, so typically you use your charisma modifier, but we have the rule for taunting and all that stuff. You can use your strength modifier because you're so swole. All right.
Yeah.
So just roll a d20, I'll add the modifier afterwards. And that will be, yeah, that'll be your turn because it will be time. (16 plus 4). Oh yeah, as you begin to challenge the Oni, you look over towards them and his gaze has not left your position. You look over towards them and you just see a bit of sort of astral smoke emerging from the mask. You have his full, undivided attention, my friend. Let's see what you can do
you
with
little
it.
bitch, bring it on.
Hell yeah. All right, Spike, that's your turn. Let's go to the next person in initiative. All right, we got Wind Stance from the Oni. All right, what am I working with here? I figured as much, and that does this. All right, dope. Time for this. Let's go. Okay, so as the Oni begins to look and stare you down, you see as he begins to holster the likes of the giant Kanabo, and he begins to instead take out a sort of or two daggers of the sorts. You see as the daggers themselves are sort of jagged in the strange design, and they are also coursing with a bit of blood. As he takes out one dagger, or the shadowy individual, you'll see as, for some reason, you feel a presence beside you. You feel something looming for a moment in time. Rokaz, Zephyr, if those or any of those who are looking out towards the area, especially towards Spike, you begin to notice as the shadows themselves are beginning to start slowly forming from the bushes or from the leaves, and also Spike's own shadow, and they'll begin to form into that of an Oni, and he is going to form and strike with another one of his clones.
He has doppelganger! Oh no!
I wouldn't be able to use my reaction to warn her, would I?
Granted, make a perception check. You gotta roll, I'll say a 20, because you're still in the divot. You haven't actually emerged out.
Him.
You smell him?
I feel like I'd be able to smell him.
Well, you haven't. I would say you probably wouldn't, because I'll lower the DC to 18. I'll lower the DC to 18, but that's all I can do for you. The reason why is you haven't, like, you haven't hugged this guy. You don't know his smell that much. You haven't, like, done the whole dog thing. Oh man, but 3, not right now. Maybe next time though. So with that, he is going to activate an ability you haven't identified, and you'll notice as this Oni is actually, he is not or much like a shadow. He actually forms in full, and with that, you'll see as they are going to, and he is going to appear over here, and with that, he stabs directly towards Spike and begins to rush trading places with the other Oni. And with that, Spike, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Hold on, make sure I got this right. Oh, yes. Well, first off, he actually has to hit you. That'll be the better thing. Let's do that real quick. And does he have this? Nope, it was deleted. Sorry about this, y'all. I will add it manually in 1 second. But he has this, and he has a plus 13. All right. It's a 23 to hit, and he is going to activate the damage, and then no, not that. There we go. Boom, 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 and then that thing. There we go. So, Spike, are you resistant to poison damage?
I can be.
You can be. Do you want to be right now?
I would like to be, yes.
All right.
So as a reaction, I can gain resistance as my pack of protection.
Alrighty, as this begins to happen, you see as the blade begins to strike directly into your, almost cutting towards your sort of torso area. As it begins to happen, you see as the blood begins to seep in with this green, noxious sort of vile liquid and gas. As this begins to happen and occur, you look over, and it seems to be, for some strange reason, your oculi eyes begin to glow for a moment, and you notice as the wounds begin to slowly close and mend. Instead of that being 15 damage, that is going to be a total of 10 points of damage towards you. Oh wait, it's resistance, not immunity.
She would also have a +3 to the saving roll if that's being included.
What's she get total then? Oh, she didn't get. She didn't roll yet. All right, now make a Constitution saving throw.
You'll have +3 to this as well.
And does bless apply to saving throws?
Yes, ma'am. Roll a d4. Also, Zephyr, how close do you have to be to people in your aura?
10 foot. 10 foot radius.
Yep. All right, so you also get Zephyr's aura as well. So that is going to be 11 plus his charisma modifier, which is a +3. So that's a total of 14. 14 will no, it will just fail. Just fail. All right, so you are marked with a feature that you do not know. You have not identified it yet. We will.
Oh, actually,
mark this for now.
also, is, since...
Been a
Wait,
while since
is
I had to use this
this
guy.
one attacking me branded?
No. You haven't actually branded them just yet. So in order for the branded castigation to work, you actually have to hit them on your turn, and then you sear the
do?
brand into them. Yes.
No, you don't.
Nope. Am I correct?
No.
What? Did they change that?
Wait, let me
Hold on,
pull
make
it
sure.
up again.
I mean, they could have changed it. They did rework Blood Hunter.
Yep, I'm an idiot.
Oh,
You're right.
yeah.
I cannot
Damage.
read.
Whenever you damage
Yep.
a creature. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So
Never
I
mind.
used it for flavor.
Rules are hard, and it's a homebrew class.
Yeah.
It's a homebrew
Yeah,
class.
it's a homebrew class. So I kept the flavor or whatever. So I'm assuming like you're just getting ready to strike this guy and then brand him. So don't worry,
Yeah.
I got you. All right, so that's his first attack, and he's just gonna keep it simple afterwards. I don't have the thingy. I'll have to add that on my free time. He's just gonna stab you again. All right, boom, boom, boom.
Yay.
Stab. 18 to
Yay.
hit. That'll hit. Boom, and then it is.
Plus 13.
Yes, he
Oh,
fucking hits like a truck. You can ask Valley of Dreams for that one. And they fought him at
Yeah.
level 4.
This man has to get a nat 1 to miss me.
Well, no, Spike is getting a plus 13. Is that right?
I have Spike clicked on, that's why. Like as the DM. But it's not Spike rolling. Alright, that is 8 points of damage, but you are resistant. No, it's resistant to that instance of damage, so 8 points of damage
It's in
towards
the
you, Spike.
isn't it in the same round? Like it,
I'll make sure.
or is it only on one attack? Because I don't have the write up for Pact of Protection.
Let me see. It's been a while. No one ever uses this ability for whatever reason.
It's.
You would
I think
expect-
it's the first time that I use it actually.
Yeah, it is. Let me see. As a reaction upon taking damage, you gain resistant to poison damage. Yep, you're right. Never mind. So you do gain resistance to it. So you're able to shred off another point of damage. You roll it very bad, damage-wise.
Better than nothing.
It all adds up, as one wise man once said. Alrighty, so that is his action. That is his turn. That is the end of Wind Stance. Alright, next up is Atlas. He is going to look over and he is going to come out from his little hidey hole. And he is going to take a crossbow bolt and he is going to fire it towards somebody. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He's going to fire it towards the person dealing with Navro. He's going to just say,
I don't like using this primitive shit, but fine, I'll use it for now.
and he's going to fire the crossbow bolt towards him. Boop. That's going to be 20 to hit, 7 points of damage. What class is he? He is this, so he's going to make a secondary attack. That's going to be a 13. That will miss. So the first arrow will strike into the Oni and draw his attention for a moment, but that's his go. Next up, we have Zephyr, then Mountain Stance. What you got for us, Zephyr?
Okay, trying to think what will be best. Moving up to here, I'm going to look towards the Oni on the far side and raising my head to it, pointing towards it, I cast command. Approach!
All right. With that,
He has to make
It's a wisdom saving throw?
a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have an idea. All right, let's see what happens. So he's gonna make a wisdom saving throw. He will succeed, so nothing happens. You tell him to approach, however, he seems to be too dead set on Spike at the moment to listen.
Bunch of bonus actions.
I don't
Do you have a bonus
many.
action?
I don't have anything. For now, I am going to stay right here. And would I be able to, because I'm still in this bank, kind of like cover my back a little bit?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
All right. So as you begin to yell out the command, you see as it doesn't seem to work as you try to forcefully throw your will and with the likes of the Mitocrons behind you. However, you keep surging with electricity, but nothing's happening. You back down a little bit, get to cover, and is that your turn then, Zephyr?
That's everything I can do.
Alrighty, if that is the case, let's go to the next individual. That is Mountain Stance. Afterwards, past Mountain Stance, it is going to be Navro. Then it is Myra and her pawns. Okay, let's get Mountain Stance going. So that is that guy. Alright, Mountain Stance is this. Pretty sure it's only this. Blah, blah, blah. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Alright. He is going to begin to slowly form, and you'll notice as rising kind of out of the ground, Zephyr, as you look over, you see as it begins to sort of shake for a moment, you see a sort of red demonic horn begins to form out of the sand and emerge and rise out behind the likes of Spike. As it begins to occur, you see as this individual begins to have a massive kanabo at their side, and as they wield it, it's coated in an astral light before they swing and try to bludgeon her to death.
Sensei, even where it is,
yes,
it would have 1 foot on the hole. Would it fall in?
That is true. Let's make a dexterity saving throw. Let's find out. Let's see. Dexterity saving throw. It's a big guy, but it's a couple problems with being a big guy. 7. He will fit. So here's what will happen. You'll see as he begins to sort of start rising out of the ground, you notice as the ground actually gives way and it will begin to start tumbling down into the cactus pit. Finn, if you want, can you roll 3d6 for me? And he's gonna take all that shit.
Fuck.
7. Goddamn.
That's damage. That's damage.
That is damage.
That is damage, Bill.
Alright.
Why there are 3 of them? I zoned out for a minute there.
Alright. He's been basically forming multiple clones, or throughout the likes of this battlefield. There are 3 of him at the moment. Alright, so there's 7 points of damage. He will take that. I'm damaging this one, by the way. The one near Navro. Alright. And he is going to have to use half of his movement to sort of climb out of this goddamn pit and try to rush over and then swing at Spike. Goddamn. Pretty much, yeah.
Now.
He's just gonna say, die. Oh, shit!
Oh, dear.
Holy fuck!
Navro?
Navro, are you in chronal shift range?
I don't think so. Hold on.
50
No, I'm
feet.
not.
Nah, you're not. That's gonna be a big ol' hit, and the vicious combo activates, so it's an extra 7 points of damage. Did it get added? Let me make sure. This is the one.
And this is another one of the clones, right?
Yes, this is another one of the clones. I mean, as far as
Fucking clones.
fucking clones. All right, 2, 4, 3. Yep. Yeah. It did not add it. Jesus Christ. All right. There's gonna be another 7 points of damage from the vicious property of the Kanabo. Spike, as you begin to will the sort of Oni forth, you take each of the strikes. However, as you begin to try to stand your ground, you notice as the individual is not faltering. He looks over towards you and nods in a sign of respect, but he's not finished yet. He is going to take his final strike towards you. All right. Mountain Stance, Fish's Combo.
Spitting some blood to the side. That all you got?
With that, not enough. You'll see as he takes the Kanabo and strikes with a 19 and 18 points of bludgeoning damage. With that, you begin to try to hold your ground, blocking it, but a crack amongst the head knocks you down for the count for the time being. As he gets dropped, you're still conscious, you're looking up towards him, and you're trying to pick yourself back up for a fight. You're not dying here and now, but you are unconscious and you're bleeding out at the moment. Zephyr, you look over, Rokaz, you look over. At this point, it seems to be that Spike's in a bad way. It seems that it just targeted her out to oblivion. That is the Mountain Stance. Next up is Navro. What do you have for us?
Right away, intuition check. That's an intelligence.
Not yet. After the first round.
Oh, only after the first round?
Yeah, we do it at the beginning of the... We do it at the end of the first round. So you don't do it on your turns.
Right now, I
know it's weird because it's the first time you guys have actually dealt with this besides the weird, wacky Stormbird fight.
Don't worry. Guys, I might need a little bit of assistance. I'm completely under analysis paralysis, and I don't know what to do.
Oh.
I would say best case scenario, get the fuck out of there right now. You are a long range person, use Misty Step. Get into here, then you can make more use out of your Chrono 30.
It's closer to him.
Timer is starting and all that.
Misty
Yeah.
Step and run, please.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action, and I'm gonna go... here, right in between the holes. No, that's really close to him.
If you go next to Ingot and then run around the hole with your remaining movement.
That's a good idea. Yeah, so now I have 30 for more movement.
All right. As this is happening, so you're misty stepping, right?
Yep.
All right. As you begin to misty step, you watch as the sand begins to sort of form around you, almost in a whirlwind. And as you begin to do so, you appear right next to Ingot and Myra. With that, you rush over a little bit more. Is that your turn, Navra, or is there anything else?
I can still cast a cantrip, right, if I cast a spell.
Yes, you
As a bonus
can.
action. But the only thing I can really do is Firebolt on whichever one's closest to me. Doesn't matter. They all take damage. So, this one, I guess. Man,
Don't worry, you got this, buddy. 21 to hit, and that's max damage right there. That's what we like to see. All right,
Baby.
20 points of flame damage. Holy shit.
Navro stands up. Oh,
No,
sorry.
no, you go.
Navro stands up, kind of like leaning on, taking this really relaxed posture, and just goes out and fires one straight towards.
All right, as it begins to happen, you fire it towards, or fire with an arcane might. As it strikes into the Oni, you see as a bit of his entire arm begins to start burning away as it begins to almost get engulfed into flames. He stares down the likes of Spike. What? Shut up, timer. He stares down the likes of Spike, but he is uninterested in the likes of your firebolt, Navro. All right. With that, Navro, is that your turn?
Action, bonus action. I think so.
All right, make your highest saving throw for me. $17. All right, that will. Oh, good. If you want to have anything else.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
All right, reroll then.
Yes, I'm blessed.
Fuck! Oh my god.
You are blessed. You are blessed.
I'm.
So we'll take the 17. Roll a d4.
It's not enough.
18. Nope, it won't do it. That will fail. Alrighty. With that, Navra has a failure. We'll get to what happens later. But we go towards Myra, as it's now your turn. Myra, you got yourselves and Jason as well as Drakal. What would you like to do on your turn? You look over, you see as their Oni over off to the side who's closest towards you. He's getting ready to march in your general direction, or maybe towards Zephyr and Spike's direction. You also notice Spike is surrounded this moment in time, and she is looking in a bad way. What you got for
I
us?
gotta ask this: are we able to martial clash as doppelgangers, or is that like?
Well, you can make an intuition check to see what you can martial clash, but you can't clash anything until you actually identify the abilities, which you haven't.
Okay.
No one's able to do just yet. They're going to be doing that
I'm
pretty short after your turn.
activate my bonus action and activate my form of dread.
All right, a bonus
For
action to
Myra.
activate the form of dread. As you begin to do so, your bones begin to start cracking and elongating as the blue flames begin to form amongst your antlers.
Wait. How do I activate that again?
I got you, bud. But that's your bonus action, and then what would you like to do as your action?
D10 for bonus, the health thing. Give me a second.
Don't worry, I got it all. Boop.
Oh, okay. It's like a D10 plus 6 or something for extra health.
That worked. There you go. All right, that's gonna be 10 extra health. Don't hurt you. That'd be the ideal thing.
I don't know why it hurts, but from that point, I then fire my Eldritch Bolt using two beams directly at this one.
All right, as you begin to do so, make an attack roll. 16, that will just barely miss as you see he dodges off to the side, just barely moving his neck. You see a bit of his horn gets actually chipped off, but it just barely misses.
And then the second bolt. Wow. What a wonderful
16.
time.
Slight misses. You're getting closer and closer as he's trying to strike over towards you. And at this moment in time, he just barely is able to almost go out towards you with a breakneck speed that almost throws you off for a moment. With that, that's your action. That is your bonus action, but you can move.
I'm gonna have your call move and hand Atlas the pistol that I took earlier.
All right, handing him a pistol. You'll see as Atlas is going to look over towards his zombified brother as he hands him the pistol. Gonna look up and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's gonna try to like grab the pistol and just try to hurry up and take it without having to look at him for too long. That said, that's what your call is doing. What else?
Can I have Jason fire the ballista?
You got it. All right, where is the ballista stuff? Hold on.
Should be on Ingot, I think.
It might be on Ingot. I hope it is, but we might have overwrote him. Let's see.
It's meant to be on me, but it seems to be gone.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that was like a Stormbird only sort of thing. But I'll see if I can find the mechanics for it a couple sessions ago. I believe it was 3d12, pretty sure. Alright, here.
So what do I add to the hit?
Alright, here, we're gonna write this down. I need you, Myra, roll a d20, and we'll go from there. And what's his modifier?
Why did Ingot roll?
You might have had him click.
I guess, are we gonna take that?
Did you actually roll?
I mean, yeah, I clicked the d20, but...
Yeah, you just had Ingot selected, so yeah, you're good. So, 10, 11, that will not hit from Jason, but when you do hit, it is 3d12 bludgeoning damage upon sort of thing. And they have to be a large entity or bigger in order to get struck. Granted, the Oni is large, so you're good to go. And you strike the sort of ballista bolt off to the side, and you overshoot it by a mile as it goes flying and strikes into this cactus over off to the side. All right, Myra, is that your turn or anything else?
Yeah, I think that's everything I can do.
Alrighty, here's what we're gonna do. Here we go. We're gonna drop this guy right here. So, as an individual begins to summon forth a healing spirit, you'll just notice as one smaller individual in a Oni hat or in a Oni sort of mask and also having two horns protruded out from him. You'll see as he has these sort of strange tea bags amongst said hat, and he's just sort of sipping on some tea as this guy will begin to form. That being said, as I mentioned before, to remind you guys of that sort of thing, if you ever walk over this guy, it's again a free action. You may get advantage on your next attack roll, saving throw, and you also heal for a d8 plus or a d8 plus I think 4 for your healing. All right. That said, that is Myra's go. We go over towards water stance. Afterwards, it's gonna be Roka's. All right.
Wait, we need to actually walk through it to gain the healing?
Make sure I got that right. See. 99% sure, but I will confirm. Goddamn, move the fucking thing. Blah 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 blah. Yes, you have to walk over it. If a player walks over and decides to drink said tea, then they gain advantage, yada yada yada. Alrighty, water stance is gonna be simplistic. Well, he doesn't have the ruthless trait, so that's all he is going to do. Instead, you're going to see as the Oni. And say this: he's going to pick up Spike. you'll see as this specific individual over here is going to be the one that picks up Spike. You'll see as he's going to slump her over his shoulder, and he is going to run the fuck away. All right, 5.
I'm sorry, what?
10,
Fucking
15, 20, 25. Hold on, make sure. No, he goes back 1. He's gonna use his action to dash, fuck it. 30, 35, and 40. All right, that is his turn.
Monsters.
What the fuck did you do?
That is his go.
Why are you blaming me?
Alright, that is water stance. Oh, actually, oh no, he used his action. Nope, never mind. That would have been smart. Too bad he's not that smart. Alright, Rokaz, it is your go. What would you like to do? That would have been a little bit of a smarter tactic, but hey.
It's alright. Okay, so, bonus action. I'm going to drop a healing spirit on Spike.
Alright, drop a healing spirit. That's the spell healing spirit, right?
Yes.
Alright, what does this healing spirit look like, friend?
So on top of Spike is just going to appear a kind of starburst gem-like pseudo-dragon that's just kind of hovering around her.
As this begins to happen, it forms over, and you're using your, I think it's a bonus action to heal?
It doesn't do anything at the moment, it only does it on her turn.
Gotcha. Alright, as the pseudo-dragon begins to start forming, circling around her in a sort of a starlight, what would you like to do as your, the rest of your turn?
For the rest of my turn, 2 shots are going into that Oni that's holding Spike. I want to shoot both quick shots in the arm.
You got it. Alright, make some 2 attack rolls as you begin to unleash the bows.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, I don't have the permission to execute longbow. Great, okay.
Oh, let me see what's going on. Yeah, we had to take your longbow from you. 26 to hit, 9 points of damage. Nice. The first one enters into the shoulder of this sort of Oni, but you do have a second shot. See if you can shoot him again. 26 is going to be 8 points of damage. You see as his arm begins to go limp for a moment as he almost drops the likes of Spike onto the ground. You see Spike's body begin to roll over for a bit before he looks over towards you and just snarls as he begins to just say to each and every one of you, Shade. As he growls for a moment. Rokaz, is that your turn?
Yeah, jade yourself. And I'm gonna back up 20 feet.
You begin to back up a little bit, get a little bit of cover, and that is your turn. Alright, Rokaz, let's get it. First things first, before we do intuition checks. Alright, wisdom save. Straight roll. That's not good.
Chrono shift.
Alright, he's gonna make it again. Let's hope he rolls like dog shit. Fuck! That's not good. That's not good.
Can I use inspiration to make him re-roll it?
You got DM's inspiration?
Only regular inspiration.
Oh.
Is there anything I can do? Anything I can do to subtract that roll? Anything?
Let's think.
How many fingers? How many eyes?
Holy shit.
Wait.
Oh, no, let me think for a second. What's up, Myra?
I got a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Can Jason echo call his previous life?
I mean, if you want to get rid of Jason, no, I'm kidding.
Want to get rid of Jason's past?
Did say that.
I only want -3 on the roll. Just
Alright,
anything.
I'll tell you what, here's what we got. Here's what you're gonna do, Pete. You're gonna roll a D100. The higher, the better.
Okay.
This isn't for actually it working. This is for something else.
Okay.
61. That's good. Pick an echo. Destroy it if you want to re-roll this.
I have 3. I have Amos. I have Archon, and I have Deathmonger.
Oh god, I don't like any of these.
One of my favorite characters, my first character, or a literal child. Um,
Children are a renewable resource.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
We can make
Yeah.
more.
oh.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to. Keep that in mind.
I have to do this.
What exactly did you do to it?
We'll find out.
And for this, I'm gonna
Gonna help them.
reach out into the plane of echoes, and looking through, I am going to find an old, withered druid, and without a second thought, as though I move past him, take it, and move back calmly away.
As this begins to happen, you just sever the soul cord entirely. And with that, the echo is lost to space and time, forgotten. With that, it's gonna make another reroll. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. Let's see. That is a failure. That is a failure. Oh my god. As you begin to sight or sever them, Navro, you look over towards that single echo, and they stare directly towards you. They're reaching out as they're slowly drifting away into space.
Can I'll DM to you what Navro says.
Mhm. But
Okay.
with that, I have a better question. Archon, what are your final words?
I don't even remember Archon's personality.
Wow.
I played him for one session, like 2 years ago. Sorry.
Wow, he's real important.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's my first
Real
character
important.
here. He was my very first character. You know, that means
Did you get
something.
rid of?
Huh?
You think you get rid of?
He was the one from
the Wild
Viper's
Sport
campaign.
Druid. Yeah, you remember Broken Hope?
Broken Oak.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Broken
him.
Hope.
I don't think
I almost
you
played
have.
that.
It doesn't
I
matter.
don't
It's
think
fine
you
if he
have
doesn't have
words.
words.
The ship fell apart. It came
He
back
doesn't
and fell
have
apart
words.
again.
Sheer shock at what Navro's gonna say to him.
Sheer shock. You got it. With that, as he drifts apart, that is his go. All right. Now,
Question.
let's get some stuff going. Rokaz, if you can make your intuition check for me. This is gonna be a wisdom check. And actually it's a wisdom saving throw, because you are proficient as a ranger.
Woo, wisdom saving throw, here we go.
18, that'll succeed. Alrighty. That's a total of 21. Nice. And then Navro, if you can make a intelligence check for me. Yeah, just a straight up intelligence check.
Gee! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Hey man,
These
you
fucking rolls.
used all your power for that one roll, so hey.
Killing old men really takes a load off of you.
I have a quick question, Sensei.
Mhm.
Are others able to see him rip out a part of his soul, or is that
Oh, no.
something? Okay.
Shouldn't by everybody? Nah, none of you guys would be able to see that.
Not even the character whose soul is connected to his?
You wouldn't see it, like Myra wouldn't see it, but the people dealing with him or whatever at the time during Broken Hope, in that same boat or town, they see it.
If Hope was such a mess, I doubt they saw it.
Oh man.
Cool.
There you go. All right, so Rokaz, here's what we got. You guys can choose as a group on what ability you want to learn about. Alrighty. So the Oni has 3 stances. You pick which stance you want to identify and learn more about. So he has wind stance, mountain stance, and water stance. Which of the 3 do you want to learn more about?
That way he's
Winston is
kidnapping
the
women.
First one, so identifying that might be a good thing. You reckon?
I mean, yeah, I can kind of agree with that. Do we want to do wind stance then?
Let's do it.
Alright. Wind stance it is.
Oh yeah, that would have been oofarino. Okay, so that means wind stance has this. So whenever the individual uses wind stance, he uses his poisonous, or the Dream Slayer uses his poisonous dagger. On top of that, he has access to the following abilities: Silent Wind and Harrowing Vulnerability. Which one would you like to identify? Silent Wind or Harrowing Vulnerability?
I'm kind of on the vote of Harrowing Vulnerability.
Yeah, that one sounds scary.
Yep, sure. We'll do Harrowing Vulnerability.
Alright, Harrowing Vulnerability is this one. So, vulnerable. This is the vulnerable condition. All attacks towards vulnerable creatures have advantage. I fucked that up earlier. If a creature is vulnerable and gets hit by a critical strike, they must make a Constitution saving throw, DC of 15, or be stunned for 1 round. So basically, if a creature is marked vulnerable, or marked as vulnerable, all attacks towards that one has advantage, and if they get hit by a crit strike, they get stunned, or they have a chance of getting stunned.
How do you get marked by vulnerable? I've not heard of this.
It was the save Spike had to make.
Oh.
You don't know how you get marked by vulnerability, but you make an intuition check for the next time. Alrighty. So that is your go. Let's give you guys a minute to discuss tactics, and after that, we'll get going. Also, I should mention, Rokaz, you would also notice, every last one of you would notice this, but you would see rolling at a very, very rapid pace. There is a mass of sand approaching.
Alright.
A mass of wind and sand approaching. You notice as there is a sandstorm on the horizon, it is only... It's getting ready to hit, and it's getting ready to hit soon. It is coming from the direction of... Funny enough, it's coming from the direction of where Spike and the other Oni are.
That's probably why he's running there.
Alright. So, tactics begin now. Let's get it.
Rokos, how does that healing spirit thing work?
Do what?
How does the healing work?
When a creature enters its the healing spirit space at the beginning of their turn.
Okay, so she's going to get healed up as soon as she starts.
Yep, the second her turn starts, she's gonna get it. It's not a lot, it's only a d6, but
it gets her up.
Brings her out of unconsciousness, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ingot, you're going to want to get in its face. You got the highest AC. You're going to be able to tank the most amount of hits. I can use healing on.
Hold on, we're gonna deaf it for a second. Hey guys, also real quick, make sure that you guys are. Make sure you guys are actually following the stream or whatever if you're enjoying everything that's going on, and make sure to go head over to the YouTube channel to like the video. Go do it right now. Do it right now while they're talking tactics and all that stuff, so you don't miss anything. But yeah, it is appreciated. Maybe we'll be able to hit our follow goal right now if you go do it. So go ahead, go to
whatever vision we have, it's better than ours, and
I can see
it's
through
gonna see us through that sandstorm.
Can I see through the sandstorm? That's a good question.
I mean,
no.
Seeing as you walk through the illusions in the desert, it has a better odds than us.
Keep in mind it's from the desert, we are not. Just think about that one.
Yeah.
It's on home turf.
I would say I'm probably going to try and thunderwave it back into the hole. If someone wants to help ground pound it into that hole and just give it pain, could do that maybe. Because I want it away from me and get away so I can focus on healing.
Sensei, quick question about the tag team finisher. Does Spike need to be conscious for me to use that?
Yes.
Damn it.
Sadly so. As funny as it would be, and as realistic as, technically you wouldn't need to be, but she does need to actually wield her hammer to hit somebody.
I was thinking, could I just
get her hand?
Could I use it? I was hoping the belt was like magnetic power, so I could kind of just pull her to me and then just yeet her in an opposite direction.
You know.
With a mighty force.
Alright, 10 seconds left for tactics.
Does Exhibition's retreat still active, or is it gone?
I think she has concentration, isn't it?
Yeah, if it's concentration, I'm imagining that it'll fall if I'm unconscious.
Yeah,
however, I just checked the Crimson Right is still active. It only dispels on a rest, so that's something.
I would say best for you is probably to get out of there and join back in with the team so you don't get separated. What do you think? So
her action would be just to get out of there.
Yeah, so retreat, dash, whatever you need. Get the fuck
Yeah,
out of there. Get back to us.
That is time.
And you go up and support.
All right, we go up to the next thing in initiative. Let's do this. Top of the round. Layer action still can't be activated because this thing hasn't began. We go towards a big man Ingot. What you got for us, bud?
I'm gonna walk at it.
Okay. He's doing it.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna smack it with a stick.
Oh shit! He's
Oh my
breaking
god,
the
you
meta.
called me a sword.
I'm gonna activate Lacerate. Let's see if there's a creature in this entire campaign that it can damage.
Oh yeah, this thing. Oh yeah, you can fucking bloody this guy. You can definitely lacerate him. Let's go. That's gonna be an extra D8 for every attack that you hit on him.
Let's see.
Oh, 12's not gonna do it though.
That misses.
Second strike though. Second strike. Oh my god, Ingot, please. 13.
Alright, guess I'll action surge as well.
Alright, hit 2 more times. You got this. I believe once.
God.
There we go, my
Thank
boy.
God.
Alright, one more time, with feeling.
Does Lacerate count if I bite?
Fuck it, yeah, sure.
Ingot's pissed off. Ingot's gonna try and bite this man in the neck.
I'll tell you
Go
what.
vampire.
You know what? Because I'm feeling spontaneous. Role play this out on like what Ingot's saying or doing, and I might give you advantage on how you're gonna bite this motherfucker.
Ingot's after like missing a few times, he gets really frustrated, stabs the sword into his chest, me big, and then just bites into his neck.
Holy shit! All right, fuck it. I'll give you advantage. Make a what is this? Unarmed strike.
Myra,
25.
do what
There we go.
4. All
do what
right,
you
as you
did
begin
to
to
the water spirits.
say it again.
Do what you did to the water spirits.
Ingot's gonna start slurping his blood.
As you begin to do so, you bite down and begin to just start slurping and drinking his blood as if you're like a vampire. As this begins to happen, you see as the Oni's trying to force you off. And with that, that is gonna be 2 lacerations. That's gonna be 2 extra D8s if you want to roll that for me, sir.
Let's roll 2d8.
9. Nice. That's gonna be 9 more points of bleeding damage. And oh god, that's not good. That is not good from him. I just mean to try to start almost ripping his face off like a fucking vampire. That is your action. You got a bonus action though.
I don't think I have any bonus actions.
Can he use Jason?
Nah, that's only on you.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I have no like real bonus actions, so I'm just gonna slurp this man aggressively.
Okay. All right. That being said, we go towards Spike. Now, what is the healing on this healing spirit?
It is a D6. It's great. You heal for 1.
Hey, that's all you need.
And Adam.
That's all you need. So Spike, as you're slowly awakening, you look over and you see it's like a sort of tiny pseudo dragon sort of nudging you awake. As you are, you're sort of you're on the ground. You have your hammer sort of clutched still, even though you were unconscious. You kind of like blacked out for a second, and you see as the Oni is just sort of screaming at Rokaz. With 1 HP in a dream, what would you like to do?
1 HP in a dream. Jesus.
That's the definition of D&D.
Yeah.
Stupid thing or strategic thing?
4K no los dos.
Run to the T-man.
We
Not-
can use the tag team ability.
She wouldn't fucking do that though.
Do whatever your character would do, Spike. Let's go.
Considering how ready for a fight she was, I don't see her running. She'd turn with the last bits of consciousness and strength. She'd grab her hammer extra hard and start walloping at this thing's head.
Fuck yeah. Alright, that being said, you begin to swing forth with all your might. Make 2 attack rolls for me. And I'll help you out with the brands and all the blood hunter bullshit.
Yeah. Well, great.
13. Oh, so here's what happens. You swing.
I am blessed.
Oh, that can't save it. Roll a d4. That's gonna save it. Bless saves lives. Hell yeah. All right, Spike, if you can, roll 3d6 for me. I'll do the rest of the math. And then you're +4. Wait, do you have 20 strength? Oh shit. God damn. All right. Do you have hold on. Do you have the great weapon fighter thingy? Not great weapon fighter. What's the fighting style you have? I assume it's the two-handed one, right?
A great weapon fighting, reroll a 1 or a 2.
All right, reroll
right
that
damage.
1 over there. Hey, better than a 1. All right, so it's gonna be
Lucky number
13
13.
points of damage, and you're also. I'm assuming you're gonna sear with the brand of castigation, right?
Yeah. Did you count the Crimson Raid in there?
Yeah, that was the 3d6 instead of 2d6. So it is.
While I'm at it,
13 plus.
can I activate my Blood Maledict?
You sure can.
So as a bonus action, I will use the Blood Maledict that I learned from Drakal and invoke the Blood Curse of the Marked, which gives me an extra Hemocraft dice.
Nice.
On, my damage.
That being said, so typically you got to do it beforehand, but I'll give it's free. I'll give you a freebie because new mechanics, weird, stupid blood hunter shit. I did the same thing with Bemroth. You're fine. All right, roll an extra d6.
Okay, thanks.
All right, extra 1. It all counts. Boom, boom, boom. Alrighty, and then you're not enhancing it, and then the castigation is an extra 2 points of damage as you sear that symbol that we were talking about from before. All right, that is your first strike. Make a second one. This one will go way smoother.
Okay.
20 to hit, 13 points of damage. Nice. All right, and then roll 2d6 for me, because you got the blood curse on him and the crimson right stacking. Nice, 7 more points of damage. Jesus, doing I think a total of 45 points of damage in one single turn. My God. So Spike, as you're just sort of swinging over and over and over again towards this individual, you see as he begins to get bludgeoned and gets sent back a little bit. With each strike, you wail and crack onto him as you nearly take off his entire horn before he stares you down and says, just again, over and over again, Shade, perish. And that being said,
no, I'm not the one you're looking for.
And with that, as you begin to scream back at him, that's your action. You already use your bonus action. Yeah, that's your turn unless you want to move anywhere.
Can I move, or am I still...
You can
Perhaps
circle around him without taking an attack of opportunity, but it's always up to him whether he wants to take it or not.
I mean, isn't she just slumped on his shoulder?
Yeah, am I still grappled?
No, she fell down because Rokas shot him in the arm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
You're
Do I
good.
want to risk it?
You can safely come around closer to us.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
You do got 10 seconds though for your turn, so you gotta make a decision.
Go
Yeah,
here.
I'll-
Trust me.
Okay, there we go.
Okie-doke. Zephyr, you begin to yell out to Spike to sort of position over there. As you do, that is her turn. Next up, we got Wind Sans. Oh, that changes things. All right, Spike is conscious. Zephyr is over here. All right. You are vulnerable. For how long does that last? Let me make sure. I believe it is. Oh, okay. So you're no longer. All right. Bop, bop, bop. Here's what they're going to do. They're going to He's too stupid to understand that amount of tactics. He's still going to do the ability anyways, and he is going to make an attack roll with you as you see as the two individuals begin to swap places. Ooh, not that far.
Ooh, overshooting.
All right, as this begins to happen, they swap places for the time being. Let me move this guy over here. So it's funny, Ingot, as you're sort of slurping on this guy's fucking neck, you almost find yourself being pulled with him as he just dashes over off to the side, stabbing into the likes of or Spike. As soon as this other Oni begins to form, you just find yourself again just slurping into this guy's neck. You're just biting down and just siphoning blood.
I'm guessing this doesn't do the when he runs away he can't take a swipe.
Opportunity?
Attack of opportunity, nah. It is a, well, you have to identify it, but nah, it just doesn't.
And so now it's the. Would you mind adding like a little token or something on the one that marked by the brand of castigation?
Sure. Oh,
So basically,
that's
it's
the
this
fun
one.
thing. That's the fun thing. They're all marked from you.
They're all marked?
Yep, it's a blessing and a curse.
I like that.
Broken, overpowered, and yet so weak.
Yep. Oh boy, so you can hit whichever one you want, and they're still getting fucked.
Because I'm looking at that HP and I see a barely injured.
Oh, don't worry, I'm tracking HP in an entirely different way, boss. It is entirely different. That is a nat 1. They get, or they definitely miss.
Out of the cell.
Second one. Oh, it's not adding the mark or correct modifier, but that's fine. I know what it is. So, more than enough to hit. That'll deal 10 points of damage to you, Spike. Yeah, there's not really much of a way to reduce that. You're at 1 HP. So, with that...
But do you still take the psychic damage equal to my intelligence modifier?
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. I just thought about something. I already added the damage from earlier, but does this count for the brand of castigation? Holy shit. Wait, blah, blah, blah. Brand lasts until, is on the same plane as you. Oh, no. Never mind. Oh, I thought it was a thing where, like, whenever somebody tries to teleport or whatever, or in general, then they take damage. I guess not.
No, it's I know where they are at all times, but it's only if it hits me or an ally that's 5 feet away from me that they get psychic damage.
Okay, and that's on every time they hit you?
Yes.
Okay, you got it. Boop. That hurts them. Alrighty, that is that guy's turn. Atlas is gonna do Atlas things. He's going to take the pepper box pistol, and he is going to fire. Now, granted, it's the same damage as the crossbow. He just he enjoys this one a lot more. All right, 13 will still miss. Second attack. 18 will definitely hit. 8 points of damage. That'll shoot him in directly to the face. As soon as this is happening, kind of has to like aim to not hit Ingot as he blasts one of the horns off. That's his go. Next up in initiative, we have Zephyr, then Mountain Stance. What you got for us, Zephyr?
Spike is currently down, isn't he?
Yes.
Okay, using a free axe or a
Well, one thing,
Yes.
he's not ruthless, so she's just gonna be standing there. She's just gonna be laying there.
I can pump her
You try
up with
Nova?
25 points of health.
I mean,
He was
Yeah,
also
I know.
actively taking her away. If she gets too
Yeah,
far,
I
we
don't
can't
want
do
her
anything.
getting taken.
true.
We want her in the fight, means more damage. I'm here as health. Okay, I'm going to do a quick misty step over to here.
All right.
And Sensei,
Mhm.
does dragging a unconscious body give opportunity attack?
It
think
doesn't.
so.
It doesn't attack. They can't attack the unconscious body, but they can attack you. If you're in
Okay,
its
but
range, it's not. You're not
do-
in its range.
I drag her. How
Oh,
far do
man, I love
drag her?
D&D. All right, yeah, but hold on. I need you to describe what this looks like, though, because this little
Well,
wacky. It's like you
basically-
teleport and you just start pulling them off stage.
Basically, what happens is Zephyr quickly just vanishes almost through him with a spark of electricity, as he then, using his anchor, drags her back by the feet, staying very far away from him and keeping eye contact, just defensively. And when she's in safe range, he's going to do lay on hands for 25 points of healing.
All right, how far do you want to drag her? Because you can
How
only drag her
far
15
can I
feet.
drag her?
15 feet. If you want to use your whole action, you can drag her 30 feet.
I want to resurrect her, so I'm going to give her 25 points of healing. Let me do that now.
Nice.
Yes, I have to manually get rid of it.
I got
Oh yeah, just give yourself 25 points of health.
Already
It
done.
doesn't let me choose. Thank you.
All right, as you begin to reach over her and begin to almost shock her with the legs of the electricity, Spike, you begin to get another surge of adrenaline get pumped into you as you look over. You're still clutching this sort of hammer, being dragged away from the battlefield, but then you look around and you find yourself surrounded by 3 Onis. All right, Finn, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
You got it. Next up is Mountain Stance from the Oni. Let's see what he's got. Okay. He doesn't like this. He doesn't like this at all. Oh god. Alright, that trap already got triggered, I'm pretty sure. Yep, it did.
Yeah, but you can still fall down it, right?
I mean, you can just walk around it. He's not that stupid. He's stupid, but he ain't that dumb. Alright, he's gonna walk over here. And he is going to... Oh, he's gonna obey. He's going to take a big old swing at Spike. Wow.
Yay!
Spike, apparently. Shit.
Yeah,
Guys, what
I'm a
if we're-
pinata.
What if we're misinterpreting the Jade thing?
Hey man, there's gonna be a vicious combo strike towards you. You are... It's for 1 round. You are vulnerable, so he does have advantage. 28, that will hit. 18 points of damage. Second strike. 27, 12 points of damage. They do not want you up, Spike. I am so sorry.
He gets 4 psychic damage. A big 4.
Get fucked. With that, as he just sort of strikes, it's just like
bad.
he smashes you with the legs of the kanabo and almost turns you into paste. As soon as he does so, he just begins to scream out in pain and anger, a ferocious, or pretty much a fury. As he does so, he uses his action to hit you. He's going to pick you up and he's going to grab you. Zephyr, you get an attack of opportunity. Wow.
Oh my fucking god.
Wait, is Zephyr still holding on to her, or?
I mean, I assume he's... I'll tell you what, you know what? I'll give you it. I'll give you that. All right, Zephyr, make an athletics check. You have to beat the Oni. Let's see if you can or keep her down. 19 is what you have to be.
So what do you guys think? Should I just walk? Ah, fuck it.
As soon as this is happening, you see as the Oni is sort of grabbing the likes of Spike and trying to rip her almost in half. Zephyr, almost the instinctual sort of bear-like nature, protecting the likes of your kin, protecting your family. You hold her tight, not letting her go. That said, we got to make another roll. Make another athletics check, buddy.
I just like the idea of tug of war.
19, you gotta beat another 19. 13. It's a good effort, but it's not enough. You see as he rips her free from your grasp and begins to start carrying her out into the abyss. He's gonna carry her towards the sands once more.
Yeah, I think this gets rid of my opportunity attack.
No, you're good. You can take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay. I don't have my my what's it called?
15.
My anchor.
You don't have your anchor? Wait, why the fuck did you wait till now? I
know
got
this until now.
Wait. Oh wait, here's the funny thing. The Dream Slayer token has your anchor, so I can just copy it over to you.
Nice.
Why does he have my anchor?
Because I used
like,
the
oh
anchor.
hey, you dropped this.
Because I used the anchor to make it, or I used him as a token, or like a little test token. I think. Wait, hold on. No. You don't have the anchor because we said you were gonna use the halberd. It's not. It's just a reflavored halberd.
I
That's
was
it.
going to use that halberd. I just said I'm
It-
going to.
It's a reflavored halberd. You just rename it. We're using the stats of it.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Okay. So it has the 10-foot range.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Oh shit!
And I'm going to use my free action to put a divine smite on that.
Is that gonna be a second level, sir?
I would like that to be a second level.
I
Thank
would hope
very
you
much.
would. Well, hey, guess what, Finn? Because you decided to Divine Smite as a paladin on a crit, guess what? It all doubles. Wow.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I was thinking.
guess what? It's not. Hold on, make sure I got this right. Divine Smite.
68.
It's it gets better.
38, I think.
Well, wait, there's more. You don't do 2d8 radiant damage. This fucker is considered undead because he should be dead already because Valley of Dreams killed him. So guess what? You do 3d8. But wait, there's more. Because you're Divine Smiting him, it's 4d8 because it's 2nd level. But wait, there's more. It's a crit. It's 8d8. Fuck this guy up.
88. Okay, guys, give
I
me
love
fucking
paladins.
luck here, please.
I love paladins, man.
This is the first time I've ever been able to do any substantial damage to any fucker.
That's a fucking lie and a half. All right, don't lie like that. Don't lie like that. Holy shit! 36 points of extra damage on top of the original 18. That's just only a reaction strike, by the way, guys. So, Zephyr, he's not dead, but what does the strike look like as you swing forth with the anchor trying to get back Spike?
So basically, he was using his anchor to drag her anyway. So as he tugs and trying to not let her go away. As soon as it slips out of his grasp, he's going to basically do a 180, not really a flip, but kind of like a spin to gather the momentum on the chain, using that momentum to club it in the side of the skull, hopefully smashing its head.
As you begin to do so, you see as the mask itself is like completely cracked and shattered. Spike, well, you would notice, even though you're unconscious, but you can at least still see as you're bleeding out. You look over towards the face of this sort of corrupted Oni. Oh boy, things are about to get worse. Spike, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
It's not as bad as you think, but it's kind of bad.
I'm still blessed, right?
You are blessed.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can keep your composure. 12, add a d4. 15. That is enough. You begin to look over as you gaze into the Oni's eyes, or Oni's face for a brief moment, and you swear just for a second, just for a split second, you see the face of a very, very familiar woman. It looks to be like your sister for just a split second before begin to regain your composure. You look over towards the corruption. This is just it playing its tricks, and now it's just pissing you off even more. You're not, or you maintain composure for now. But that is that. All right, let me add that 36 points of damage. Oh god, that's gonna leave a mark. Oh goodness gracious. Yep, it'll be after this. Okay, so Zephyr, that is your reaction. That's the mountain stance. Now we go over towards Navarro. What you got for us, bud?
You see Navarro slowly, yeah, that's a measurement, not movement. And slowly move over to where Spike is. And there's a leisurely jaunt to the way he moves. Way too relaxed. You see him grin slightly and raise the staff, and it slams down for a second. You see him blink. No, please, come on, don't do this. No, no. Before the grin comes back. He's doing half measures. I only do full measures. Bye, Rayla. And I'm gonna cast Magic Missile on Spike.
I'm going to, as a reaction, use Counterspell.
I'm using Counterspell.
That's what we like to see!
Right!
Oh my god, it's time!
Wait, where is Navarro?
Alright, what level counterspell
I
on Navarro?
trusted you!
What level
Third
counterspell?
level.
Third level?
Third
Myra,
level.
it drops. Wait, hold on, you cast a third level? But no, third level counterspell beats, yeah, third level. So as it sort
You
of
just see him raising it, and then snapping his finger. Not even looking, just a malicious grin out of game. Cat, I am so unbelievably fucking sorry.
Wait, he
No, I
casts as a
fucking love
bonus
this. I
action?
love this.
Wait,
This is giving me
and-
life. Give me drama. I love it.
He is gripping it. Almost like cocking it like a shotgun. End of the line. And he's gonna fire off magic missile. Now, the thing about magic missile is it automatically hits. An automatic hit causes 2 death saving throws.
That's only melee.
No, it's for spells too.
No, it's only melee, just the auto crit. You still hit her more than 3 times. She is still dead no matter what you do.
Still dead.
Oh boy. Rokaz?
I like what Navro did.
Choice is yours, Rokaz.
This is
So I don't have to get up to her to use it?
Nope.
Oh shit.
Things are happening. Things are happening. Now, granted, you don't have to. You don't have to. Remember what I said. You can reread it, but choice is yours.
Yeah. I mean, hold on. Let me reread it real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. But I mean, she is going down, so I can't use the other part of it. Yep, fuck it. I'll use my mark.
Look at the last sort of thing. Look at the last sort of thing. Choice is yours on whether you want to do it now or not. Decisions.
It is decisions. The smartest thing is I think I'm gonna hold off and see what the fuck is with Navro, because I can do it later.
All right.
Can I? I wish to pull a Navro. And
just to pull a Navro. Quotes.
Sacrifice a fucking Echo.
Oh boy.
Or 2.
This is all the things are colliding. I love it.
This is Myra. She will not hesitate to rip out a part of her soul to save a part of Folia.
Oh, don't worry. This is. Oh man, I hope someone draws this shit. I'm about to. When I give you the visual of all this shit, because this is all happening within 3 seconds. By the way, guys, 3 seconds. Myra, as you begin to do so, you're gonna rip out a soul. Let's see what happens. Pick an Echo, retired Echo. You cannot pick anybody from an active campaign you're a part of.
No. Let me just take a quick look at all of my Echoes, all 7 of them. Because I like them all. I will sacrifice as well my first Auroraverse character to make sure that she survives this. Herzana, my changeling rogue assassin.
That was Limbit's first one shot where I DM'd for him when he joined Project Aurora.
Are you really sure you want to do this?
To save Spike, Folia, Myra without hesitation would save any part of Folia. Without hesitation, so yeah.
As
I mean, I
must
don't
ask Sensei. Can I counter call?
you
I have more Echoes than you at this point. You don't want to do that.
You cannot. You both use your fucking reactions. It's done. It's over. It's over.
Quick question though, because this is my first character. I feel like using a first character rather than a character I only got to play 3 times is more meaningful.
Don't worry. Here's what I got. Myra. Here's what I'm gonna say. Your counter spell can go up, or you will basically tie with Navro in this case, the scenario.
I was
and on a tie. Well, hold on.
I think I was already tied with him.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I got you. Hold on. I got you. So in this case of scenario, here's what will occur. You will roll a charisma check because that's how it is for counterspell. Because it is a first character, I'll give you advantage on this charisma check. You have to beat Navro's DC, which is, what is it, Navro again?
It's like 17 or 18. It's really high. 17.
17. You have 2 chances to be able to beat a 17 with a charisma check. If you beat it, you'll counterspell Navro. and he won't blast Spike with magic missile, killing her. Let's see what happens. Roll the dice.
Roll.
8
God
won't
damn
do
you.
it, but you got another chance.
I'm about to sacrifice fucking Samuel Stone in a second here.
I think you can only call once.
Yeah, it's only once.
One character.
I can't watch.
Fucking don't want to roll, dude. That's so. Come on, Vitalia. Give me a phone here. You know who I should have sacrificed? I should have sacrificed him.
Gotta roll
That
the
way I
dice.
could have
Gotta
called
roll the
Vitalia.
dice.
Fuck.
I'm gonna use inspiration to re-roll that.
Alright, Myra, one more chance.
Dude, it's not gonna happen. If it was a save, oh, we'd have the shit down.
Come on, Myra, one more time.
Never say never.
These are checks, Dread. Checks. It's never been more difficult to press a button in your life, huh?
No, it really fucking hasn't.
I know. I remember that's what. Isn't that what you said, Patron, when you're like the end of Pantheon divided?
Yes! Yes!
I'm just here with the popcorn.
There's gotta be something. I
You
gotta
hit
see
the
my
button.
features.
You gotta hit the button, Myra.
Do it! Do it!
Hit the big red button. Slam it. Slam it. Alright, you got 5 seconds to hit the button. There you go. 10.
Fuck.
That is not gonna do it. So, all this occurs. Let's explain.
Wait, that's a check, isn't it?
Yeah, you're supposed to be making checks. Oh, well, you used all your knowledge of a past life from last session. I remember that.
Does
So-
it not come back from a short rest, or is it a long rest?
I think it's a long rest for you. Pretty sure that'd be a long rest. So here's what happens. All of this occurring at once. Let's run through the the chronological order here. The Oni begins. Oh my god, so much shit happened within the past 6 seconds. Jesus Christ. The Oni began to take their bow and bludgeon Spike into the ground, picked her up, and kind of dragging her off to the side through the sand. While this is sort of occurring, Zephyr throws the anchor, wrapping around her and trying to pull with all of his bearkin strength to prevent an ally from being taken towards the expanse and into the sandstorm. As this happens, he swings with the anchor with a divine fury, striking the individual down, coursing their entire body with the wrath and fury of Kuranos. Lightning is sort of coagulating, surging amongst them. However, as this is sort of occurring, Navro watches as all this plays out as he walks with a bit of confidence, a grin on his face, trying to fight, but he has no room to fight this. He takes the staff and fires forth several magic missiles directly aimed towards the Oculi Bloodhunter and Spike, also known as Rayla of the Bone Feather tribe. As this begins to occur, you would notice all of you. Well, actually, no. Yeah, fuck it. You begin to notice as a strange sort of draconic figure begins to slowly form over the likes of Navro and more. They seem to be sort of almost forming this strange sort of shadowy figure. As they begin to form, they coat using their wings, sort of protecting Navro from any sort of harm as they fire and usher the magic missiles. However, as this begins to occur, Myra, you try to reach out and counterspell Navro, and you see as a divine serpent of an enormous size, an endless power source, as Dindar begins to try to ride over and prevent this strike from happening. As soon as this occurred, Navro just takes a finger, almost like a finger gun, and Dindar is sealed back to where he came from, powerless in this scenario. Rokas, you look over and you see as your mark is sort of shining for a moment, and you see off in the very, very far distance a sand serpent or draconic sage writhing in and out of the forbidden expanse, looking towards as all of this occurs. Looking from afar, I'm wondering what will happen next. But regardless, nothing can prevent this. One magic missile strikes directly into the legs of Spike, piercing directly through her arm, almost blowing it off completely. A second magic missile strikes her directly into the neck, nearly severing it entirely. And a final magic missile begins to form and striking directly into her heart. Rayla of the Bone Feather Tribe, what are your final words?
Damn. I didn't think of the final words since I was unconscious. I'll look at Zephyr and say, stay alive! Save this land!
And with that, you see as the final strike blasts into her heart. You see as the oculi eyes begin to slowly stop shining. A purple light begin to flicker, losing its color, losing its power, and losing its meaning, as Spike is dead. And with that, man, that's no better way to put it or call it. I think that's where we will call today's session.
Oh man, I had something.
I just realized it's Myra up next. It's Myra up next. I'm about to see what a Wendigo can actually do.
Oh man!
I'm sorry to say, but I'm going to have to kill Drakal for what I'm about to pull.
Oh boy.
God.
We wanted emotion, you wanted drama, you wanted action, and you got it all here in Soulbound, the Descent into the Dunes. Dear Lord. Oh man, oh man. Now Spike, ain't this is ironic.
Oh, I got, yep, I got what I wanted. Honestly, this is so fucking dramatic. I love it. I fucking love it.
Dude, my counterspell.
I didn't even do anything. That's the funny part.
I know. And Pete, please don't feel bad, cause
I'm like tearing. I know, but I'm like tearing up right now.
Wait, are you making the counterspell a counterspell?
Yes, you can. You can.
Wait,
You already
really?
have. You already.
It's already
You
gone.
only have one reaction.
Yeah, you have one
I didn't know
reaction.
that was possible.
Yeah.
You have to. There, you can string it as many
You can
times.
string it as many times as you want, as long as you have
many
counterspell.
people. Yeah, many people are on the field.
I could have done it. God damn it.
Oh boy. Oh my god. I finally get to see or show you what happens when someone dies. Oh boy.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's not a cosmic death, so Thea's safe.
Thank God for fucking Myra earlier and Navro for being able to siphon the corruption out of this thing. That would have been bad. That would have been very, very bad.
No, I probably should have just stood next to Navro instead of walking away like a fucking dumbass.
You didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't know.
You didn't know.
I would have known.
Also,
though.
Navro, I should say. Well, you'll see in a minute, but you're fine. You're back to normal now. You're cool. You're chilling.
That's not gonna save you from Myra.
What?
And wait,
It's
so
not.
Navro's back. It's no longer.
Yeah, Navro's back, but the first thing he sees is a dead Spike.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Very angry Myra.
I'm a very, very angry bear.
Oh boy, this is gonna be something. You wanted drama, you got drama, cat. We'll see you guys next week.
Like Navro.
All right, here I gotta break down stream. So, I'll be right back, guys. Oh boy, I can't wait to have this discussion. This is gonna be something. This
It's
gonna
about to be another player death.
All right, be right back, guys. Oh my god! Holy shit! I hope you guys enjoyed that session. I hope you did. Player death is a very, very real possibility, and as I said before, there are a lot of stuff and things going in the backgrounds of Soulbound. Lots of sort of events from every single character. Every character has their secrets. It just seemed, and it just so happened to be, that some secrets were revealed today, and they were brought to fruition as they all collided. So, as we lose a soldier in Spike, or Rayla of the Bonefeather tribe, she's not forgotten. She will be remembered. But we'll have to see the aftermath of this next week on Descent to the Dunes for Session 2, or Session 16, if you will. I believe it's Session 16. Yeah, you get the idea. All right. With that, I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time as we have 7 souls coming in hot over there. So I hope you guys are ready for this. This is going to be a wild, wild ride in Voden. Things are now heating up. After 6 levels of just festering and brewing, things are about to get going, or about to go down. All right, guys. See you later.